Welcome to the 2023 Bad Movie Night Awards. As you can tell, my voice is fucked, and it's because I'm coming off of something. I actually feel fine, and my voice is going to get worse as the show goes on because of the talking. Don't worry about it. I don't care. Tomorrow's Friday, and no one gives a shit. Welcome to the show, everyone. Chris, take it away.
That was such a classic Bad Movie Night intro where it was
I love it.
nonsense and just rambling incoherently. Thank you, JD, for joining us tonight for
You are
the
welcome.
of course.
I'm glad to be here.
Yes, we love having you here for these year-ender episodes. This is the 2023 Bad Movie Night Awards. That's right. Can I get a clap? Can I get something? No, why is that? That's not what I wanted.
I thought you deleted that.
I thought I did too, but I can never let it go.
You can't get rid of breathing.
I can't let it. No, that's not a clap. We don't have a clap. Well, we'll work on
This
that.
show is way off the rails.
Tonight, this is an episode we weren't even going to do because, frankly, it's been a tumultuous year. A lot of things happening amongst everyone. We maybe had 10 episodes, maybe a little bit more, where the whole crew was here for an episode. So we were thinking of not even doing the Bad Movie Night Awards, but we just decided to push on. And I got really excited about doing the awards, and then of course Spiv dropped out last minute in
Yep.
2023 fashion.
style.
So that's okay.
Hope you're
though.
getting better, Spiv.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. all right.
Yeah, I mean,
All
hey,
right.
I tried.
No, we hope Spiv is okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're moving on. We're doing the 2023 awards. We put about a ballot. We got some responses to that, but we're going to cover a few topics tonight, like Best Witchcraft Movie of the Year, Best Neil Breen Movie of the Year, Best Dick Moss Movie of the Year. Which segment should we remove from the show of the year? Who should be the new host of the year? Best thing about Chris, patron of the year, and of course the best movie of the year, and probably the worst movie of the year. So lots of topics to get through. Not as many as in past years. I'm hoping we can return to the normal format next year because everyone's going to show up every week for every episode in 2024.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Let's do
Right,
it.
guys?
Yeah, well,
All
okay.
right.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm
Sure.
hoping.
Yeah.
So, JD, do you want to kick us off? Choose a category. Let's get cracking.
I think the one that everyone really wants to hear the arguments over is Witchcraft of the Year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
going to do
fair.
the bumper, and then we're going to dive
That's
into
fair.
Witchcraft of
This
the
will be
Year.
dicey.
All right, best Witchcraft of the Year. AJ, give me your list.
All right. This was tough because I'm going to go against the grain a little bit. I have a feeling where people are going to lean on this, but I'm not going to go with that. I'm going with Witchcraft in the Lair of the Serpent. It had the audio booth. It had the
That's
Serpent
number
Man
12.
ending. It had everything I wanted in my Witchcraft movie.
I don't remember this.
What? What? The Serpent Man. It was in an audio booth. Remember, it was like recorded.
Yeah.
The
They're like
whole movie
banging
was
in
in
a
an audio
recording studio.
Yeah, and I know the popular one is Blood of the Chosen because they had the Crystal Cave and magic.
You have to
But
go by
I
numbers.
don't remember.
Wow.
I really liked Lair of the
This is
Serpent.
nonsense already. He's fucking lost his mind.
He's making this
What are you
up.
talking about? What
No,
did you
nobody,
like?
nobody thought the crystal one in the cave was the best one. We all thought that was like the worst one.
What do you think? Then Yoga Studio, the
I'll
last one
get-
we watched?
No, I'll get to mine.
Yeah.
That is the
All right.
one you're talking about. Keep
No.
going. All right.
No. That's it. That's it. Lair of the Serpent.
Horrible way to
So,
start.
which
this
one
show.
did you actually like? You're
Horrible
already like,
fucking one.
I gotta
He's-
be
yeah.
different. Just
I'm
be
not going to
yourself.
say the
What do you
real
like?
one.
Witchcraft Lair of the Serpent.
He said
So-
number 12.
That's
Number
12.
Okay. Aaron, what did you like?
I'm gonna go with number 13.
Ooh.
Yeah, the
Which
cave.
one was that?
The
It
cave.
had the cave.
But what was
had a-
the undertitle?
Blood
Oh,
of the
sorry.
Chosen.
Okay.
Blood of the
Yes,
Chosen.
blood of
Blood
the
of the
chosen.
That makes sense. I get
We
it.
got Matthew Pfeiffer getting brutally murdered. We got lots of different people having sex everywhere. We've got actual magic going on many different times throughout the film. It ends in a cave. And we find out Will Spinner is now a bad guy.
Uh-oh.
I mean, that's a strong argument.
Lindsay, you do remember this.
He
Believe me.
I
murders an
probably
unborn
do.
child.
It's just it's hard to separate.
You didn't do a recap. I spent like an hour today.
Where
going
does
back
one
and looking
end
at
and
all of
another
them.
begin?
We've only watched
Exactly.
14 so far. Come on.
And
now.
they're all so similar.
This is the one where he's like,
They all have Julie Strain's butthole.
his his
Not all
his,
of them.
his assistant keeps trying to have sex with him, and he's
Yeah.
like, no, I'm a good guy. He's trying to be a
Oh,
good guy
okay.
in
Yep.
this one.
Yep. It's okay. Yep,
Those are
it's
the
fine.
only
Okay.
two good ones you can choose
Gotcha.
from. Those are literally the only two good ones of the year. The other ones are hot garbage because the one with Sisters in
Well,
Blood
we've
was the
only watched
play.
what?
Angel of Death was the yoga one. The modern one is horrible.
Yeah.
It has to be one of those two.
The one was the three sisters in the college
Yeah, they're doing
auditorium.
Sisters in
like,
Blood.
That was 11.
Hamlet.
Yeah, that was
That
11.
was 11. That was terrible. 12 was that girl who
Layer
had
the
the hair
Serpent.
extensions that Lindsay got very upset about. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yes, bad hair extensions. Jesus.
13 had a whole new Will Spanner that we frankly all loved and adored.
Yeah.
We did.
I'm so sorry. I just
And
did
then 14 was the yoga studio.
Yeah, which was Angel of
Yeah.
Death.
Yeah. So Rebecca,
Which we
one
have
did
the
you like?
bad Will Spanner. We have the
Mm-hmm.
no guy.
Oh yeah, the
we have Fell Out Boy or
guy from- yeah,
Fall
the
Down
Smash
Boy or
Mouth,
whatever.
right?
Yeah.
And 12 did have that serpent guy at the end getting the.
The serpent guy was cool.
That was badass.
Oh, we should let everybody else go. We should
Go
let
ahead,
everybody
go
else.
ahead, Rebecca.
I went with number 13 as well.
Smart
Yeah.
choice.
That's fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I could see it.
Lindsay.
My first choice was the sisters one because that was the one I remembered. Because
That's your reasoning.
I mean, it
I
stuck
mean,
with you,
it
so
stuck
that's
with me
That
because
was
they're
awful.
doing this play and it's just the three people up there. They're supposedly doing Macbeth, but it's just that one scene.
just the witches scene.
That's it.
Did they
was
film
their-
in like a day, like at a college campus or something?
Something like
What
that.
was their goal to like get a key to open some dirt or something weird
They
like that?
wanted. She was
Something.
like the chosen
Like a
one.
hole in the dirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And they were trying to get her to come into their coven or whatever the
Through
hell.
the
I don't
play,
know.
Just
right?
kept repeating the one scene.
It was the same thing over and over again.
Over
But no,
again.
13 is better. 13 is better. My pick is for
see?
13.
That's
I mean,
right.
this is so freaking obvious that
Yeah.
AJ had to go contrarian just to be interesting. Like
I said when we watched Blood of the Chosen, I didn't like it. And I thought Lair of the Serpent was better.
Jeff,
But-
you were full of it to say that.
I'm not arguing it. I'm not arguing
There's
it.
no
Like,
way.
I
We
could
were
see
all-
I can pick that.
But we all said in Witchcraft 13 that it was like a real movie. It wasn't just some
Yeah.
porno thing. Like there was a legit character arc. We
There was
loved Will
magic.
Spanner. There was
Yeah, there
magic
was-
on-
Witchcraft.
in the
Actual
movie
witchcraft.
And just on screen, frankly, what we were seeing was magic in itself.
Jeff's
Quite
right.
a bit of it too.
You guys just don't fucking remember.
I went back and watched both of those episodes. So
Shut
I
up.
remember. I did. I listened to them. I went back and listened to both of those podcast episodes.
Remember last year we did this with Spiv and he contradicted himself every time?
yeah, we actually went back and checked.
That was pretty great.
I feel like all we do.
Jeff
especially
said
with
we were
Witch-
more positive in AJ's pick than we were in
That's what-
13.
It was fun. It was a fun one to talk about. I think that was part of it. I don't think we had a fun time talking about Blood of the Chosen. It was a better movie, but we couldn't rip on it as much.
I think with Witchcraft, we all just end up gaslighting each other because nobody
Sure.
remembers anything about Witchcraft. you know what I mean?
Well, just
So who is the winner?
Yeah, the
12 or
creature at the end
13?
was cool.
because if you think
what was
about
the
how
tally?
we remember these things, it's like some weird random scene that sticks out in your head from each one of these. And it's usually some woman's butthole just running
My-
away from the
That's-
camera.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Okay, you're not wrong because Witchcraft 7, when that lady's jogging with her butthole, that is the best Witchcraft movie.
She's jogging with her butthole.
Well, yeah.
So he's just
Do
a-
you normally jog without your butthole, Chris?
Lair of the Serpent also had like that Scooby Doo-esque mentality
Yeah,
where
like,
the guy was shooting lasers out of his eye
un-Velcro
and
it?
wore a mask. Remember all that? Like that was fun. I enjoyed that. It's like a Scooby Doo
Yeah.
episode.
Dude, look at the images between these movies. 13 is so cool. All kinds
I
of
can't find my
lightning and
notes for
stuff.
13.
That
Well, look.
fire.
Everyone chose 13 except for me, so that's the obvious winner.
Yeah, I mean, we can go through the ballots. In the ballots for
Yeah,
Witchcraft
Yeah, I'd like to
Seer.
hear some
Yeah, what do
ballots.
the
And
people
me-
I'd
think?
like to hear that.
Spiv voted for 13.
Well, so these are not. I didn't have people put their names on it, so
Okay,
you
all
know.
right, that's fair.
So the first one says Warlock. It's the best Witchcraft of the year. The second one says Witchcraft 13. The third one says 13. The fourth one says whichever one made Aaron the most angry, and the fifth response was Witchcraft.
Well, then 13 wins.
That's funny.
They all make me angry. That doesn't freaking matter.
He gets so upset.
I do. I do get really upset with this shit.
We're almost done.
I know.
How many more do you have?
Two.
It's 3?
Two.
Two more.
Two.
We only
two? You
did
can
4
do
this year.
It's
We
been a
got
year.
through 4 of them this year.
Dude.
That's plenty.
It's crazy.
We'll start off with 15.
Maybe we should.
Just
All right.
get them done.
You ready,
Dive in.
JD?
So who won?
Witchcraft
13.
Lucky number
Light of the
13.
Chosen.
13. Lucky number 13.
Here we go. Get ready, JD. Can you do it this year?
What's the
Witchcraft
what's the
13,
title?
Blood of the Chosen.
All right.
Here we go.
And the winner of Witchcraft of the Year is Witchcraft 13. Blood of the Chosen. Blood of the Chosen.
The hell was that?
Oh,
Make sure that it got through in the last minute.
No, you nailed it.
You were
That was
through.
perfect.
You did great, and then you decided to eat your microphone and drop it on the floor.
I had to make sure it was.
Normally, you don't mic drop right at the beginning of the show, okay? Let's get through at least 2 more questions, then you can mic drop.
All right. So the next fucking award. What is it? Where am I?
Let's do
we're
Breen.
doing
of the Year.
Breen?
Green of the
Green.
year.
Breen of the Year. There it is. Yes, it is Breen of the Year. So what is the Breen of the Year, Aaron?
Boy, this was really hard for me because all of them have parts that I really enjoyed or were really entertaining in some way. They all drag on way too long. But I will say Cade the Torture Crossing was a slightly different experience than the rest in that I got to see it in the theater with a bunch of people, and it just made it
Nice.
so much more enjoyable. So I'm going with Cade the Tortured Crossing.
Okay.
Okay, the Tortured Crossing. Interesting choice. I feel like AJ, you didn't see Cade the Tortured Crossing, did you?
No, but I have a feeling I would have liked it a lot because I was sold on that trailer the first moment I saw it. I was just like, damn, it looks awesome.
Right, you had to wash your hair that night, so you couldn't come.
Couldn't come.
Rebecca's got her bingo
Oh man, look at
card.
that. Yeah, I still have that saved on my
Still
phone somewhere for
waiting.
the next time
Where's
we
your
go back.
shirt?
Still
Where's the
waiting.
shirt?
That
I
was
need your
eight-
address again, Rebecca.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's the same. It hasn't
went-
changed.
I tried to go back in Slack, and it only went back so far, and it wouldn't let me reload to find your address.
Well, Rebecca, what was your Breen of the Year?
I put down Tortured Crossing as well because
Okay.
you know the dance sequence, the lion changing.
Oh,
the-
God.
Just watching it and seeing the reactions in real time of other people was an experience unlike anything else.
Lindsay.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy all Breen's movies because they're each their own enigma that you have to try and unravel. But he put like all of the enigmas into Cade, the Tortured Crossing. Like everything from all the previous movies was in that movie. And again, I went and saw it locally here. Full theater, and it was amazing. So yeah, my pick is Cade, the Tortured Crossing.
Isn't it corrupt?
AJ, what
Now, Chris, before you start,
Yeah.
can I
Of
point out
course.
something? You did Breen and Dick Moss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got these two auteurs.
Yeah.
Who was better?
Oh, my God. No
One of them is
comparison.
a legit filmmaker, and the other one is a crazy person. I'll let you decide which one. I mean, they both are entertaining in their own rights.
Yes.
But Dick Moss definitely. If you were to say, "Hey," well, actually, it's hard to say. It all depends on the mood I'm in. But Dick Moss is definitely a legit filmmaker. But
Okay.
AJ, what was your Neil Breen of the year?
You know, I'm a fan of the classics. For me, it was no contest. Doubled down all the way. I don't need the green
good pick.
screen bullshit and the Photoshop images to get my Breen across. I want Breen in a desert in a car eating tuna. That's the kind of Breen I like. I like the government corruption. I'm the spy. I work for the government. I contradict myself in every scene. I am here for the raw Breen, and that's why I went double down all the way.
It's
I really
got its
can't wait for
moments.
you guys to watch Fateful Findings.
Well,
Because that's his most narrative
Yeah.
of films, I
Well,
would
passed
say.
through with some hot garbage. That's
Oh,
for sure.
God.
yeah, that was
No.
the worst.
I had a friend that watched Pass Through recently, and they were horrified how
It's
bad
bad.
it was.
Pastor sucks.
And I am here, ... now. It's trip.
That's
It's, oof.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with AJ. I'm a double down kind of guy.
That's you can't go wrong with that.
I
There's
just
a lot of great stuff.
I felt like
saving the
Double
world
Down-
by murdering all of Las Vegas by poisoning the water.
There's a special.
I mean, you got to do what you
there's
got
a
to
special
do.
thing about that movie happening.
Right. He created a whole new euphemism. It was, what was it? Eating hot tuna in a car or something like that?
Yeah.
I feel like Double Down was like legit Neil Breen, unaware of what anyone thinks of him, making a movie that he thought was cool and interesting, and it's just insane.
It's undiluted, straight, concentrated Breen
And
is what Double Down
Cade
is.
the Tortured Crossing is just Breen showing up for the audience.
Refined breeding.
He's no longer making the movie for himself. He's making it for the audience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feels.
I don't know yet if he's in on the joke. I think he kind of understands a little
Lindsay,
bit.
he's an
but-
architect.
When he
He's an
walks
architect.
into that goddamn trolley 3 seconds into that movie
knows.
and falls down and then gets up, there's no way he's not in on the joke. All those
That was
people
amazing.
punching and fight sequences, there's no way.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
But then he's a secret genius.
I don't know about that.
To be able to craft an entire film of that much nonsense and keep your attention, that's not an easy feat to do.
No, his brain is special. I will grant you that. Man has
He doesn't have a brain. He's got a breed.
he doesn't have a brain. That brain is very special.
I know I'm tempting the fates by fucking even mentioning the guy's name, but John Oak Dalton kind of comes to mind of
Okay.
just like making
think of
these absurd movies. That fucking Dune movie that we watched by John Oak
Oh,
Dalton.
you're
God, I watched that thing too. That was
yeah.
awful. That was
Yeah,
fucking
it's
awful.
just
like filmed in a
total,
universe and everything.
absolute fucking garbage nonsense that they think they're making sense, but the audience is laughing at it for all the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm.
What movie was it?
One
It
of
was
the
the
Dune ripoffs.
whenever we were doing
Oh,
Dune December, we watched a John
okay.
Oak Dalton movie.
Okay. I don't remember who that guy is. John Oak Dalton? Is that what his name is?
Yeah, he did that one Dune
He-
movie that.
Fucking
Dune
followed me
World.
on Instagram and Twitter and shit. And
Remember
now
the
he,
Dune
like,
movie
kinda
that was like
comments on me shit.
filmed in the basement of like a college, and they had like those video recording
See-
rooms that they were
Yeah.
shooting in? So
See,
Yeah.
the thing of it is like a lot of episodes aren't out yet, but AJ and Mark and I have watched a lot of movies recently together,
mhm.
and AJ is bringing this like real weird shit. Auteur, VHS,
That's shocking.
What?
like,
I can't believe that.
like these
Yeah.
crazy movies, but and they're all made on nothing. They're nonsense, but they're no Breen. Like Breen
No.
has the special sauce.
That's true.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that he
it's
brings.
crazy.
That you watch and you're like, was this developed by like AI that is just not quite there yet? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like this is like ChatGPT would make a more coherent movie easily than Neil Breen does, which is the beauty of it, right? The man
There's-
brings that special.
There
thing.
is sort of a genius to that.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, the Double Down was raw Breen,
Yeah.
naked for you to see. Remember his ass was in that movie.
His
How
ball
can you
sack
forget?
Is
Is
in
that the
Yeah.
one we see
Oh
the
my God.
tape?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
He
can
has
I-
it all.
Remember that
Oh, Breen-
poolside scene?
Can we just
Yeah.
give it for Breen's ball sack, just like for 1 second? Like, he puts himself into this movie.
That was an
I'd
agree.
experience.
What do you
Hey.
think Spiv would say though? 'Cause Spiv was huge on Breen.
He liked the tuna.
He liked
the
Double
tuna.
Down. He liked
I think he'd be on
Down.
Double Down because it fits like the
What did
action
the,
kind of
um,
aesthetic that he loves. In
What did the
his
ballots
movies.
say?
So the ballots have. Why is it saying? What? Okay, Double Down has 2 votes. Fateful Findings has 1. Twisted Pair has 1, and then Nothing has 1. I don't even know why it changed it to like a bar graph. I don't know.
I did
why it's a
enjoy
bar graph.
Fateful Findings. It's just not the flavor of Breen I prefer.
Is that the one where he murders his wife or whatever? Who's a secret agent?
We didn't watch Fateful Findings.
No, we
Oh,
watched.
we didn't watch Fateful
We
Findings.
No,
watched
somebody-
Which one's that?
Twisted Pair
Twisted
Twisted
Pair.
Pair. That's
Yeah.
the one we
Ah,
watched.
okay.
Yeah,
and
The one at the
Pass-Through.
college campus?
yeah, that was great.
And the meeting where they talk loudly.
Twisted Pair was pretty good
It was.
when they do the drugs and stuff.
Yeah, remember
Yeah,
that
that's true.
that first
the
person
slap
shootout
fight
scene?
on the bed.
The slap
Yeah.
fight on the bed.
He's going in with like the SWAT team and the building explodes.
doesn't
and
like a good
Spider-Man's
slap fight
like-
on
Follow
the bed?
me.
Yeah, that was great.
What But we can all agree that the worst one is the one regarding immigration and him
Oh God,
sleeping on a rotting
Yeah.
mattress in the middle of the
Pass-through?
desert. Pass through.
Yep.
pass right past
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah, that's
fuck
terrible.
that.
So okay, if you
I'm an alien from the future,
Heel. It's
If
like
I'm the
backwards.
from AI. And I live on a mattress in the desert. What the fuck?
So it's an episode of South Park.
Kind of.
if you don't take into account our experience in watching Cade the Tortured Crossing, because I feel like that added so much.
That adds a
more to
lot. It
That
does.
adds a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
But it's hard to take that out.
It is.
True.
But if you were a gun to your head right now, I'm gonna murder you unless you choose
shit.
the best Neil
jeez.
Breen
Here it
movie.
comes.
You watch a Neil Breen movie right now. Which Neil Breen are you watching?
I mean, I still think Cade's his best because it's most refined, but I do really get the appeal of hot tuna in a car in the desert with satellite dishes.
With four laptops that don't work.
That one is just so batshit insane that it is definitely it's something.
It has the
all his
conspiracy
different
elements
satellite
too.
dishes.
The conspiracy
Yeah.
elements. There's something aligning there.
Poisoning the water to save
Well,
the people. I
Yeah, you
don't-
know, with like
Let-
the crazy people and him, it just makes
Yeah.
sense.
Let me frame
it's
it this
completely
way.
unhinged.
You know, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I mean when I say Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, back in the day when he was like ripped and like badass,
Still
and
is for
fucking
an old
Arnold
guy.
Conan.
Schwarzenegger. Yeah, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh no, later than that, even later than that. Still like
Commando.
Commando, all that Predator, all that
Last
shit.
Action Hero.
All that stuff. You're like, man, he's so cool. That's a right in the zone. Arnold Schwarzenegger. He can be
Yeah.
the best action person ever.
Prime.
And now you watch him now, and he's still like they have him acting like he's still a badass, but he's like 75, not nearly
Do
as
they?
cool looking and stuff.
Yeah,
I thought his new
Expendable
shows, his new
movies.
show's like a comedy.
And you're like, all right, I love you, Arnold. I love you no matter what, but come on.
Didn't he do some recent zombie movie with a girl and it
Maggie,
was actually like
Yeah.
touching?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
He's
my
done some
point
good
is,
stuff. Yeah.
double down, Neil Breen. You saw
In
the
it-
ass.
in his
You saw the
prime.
balls. You saw the muscle.
That's prime Breen. That'll always be prime Breen.
Well, and it's also like, okay, if you compare the Breenaverse, let's say, to the MCU, okay?
oh, for
Double
God's sake.
Down is the original the
Yeah.
first Iron Man. Okay?
I like that one.
Great
It's pivotal.
fucking movie. It's pivotal.
It makes a statement.
everything springs from that.
It's
Jeff
pretty
Bridges
raw
was in
compared to
that,
the
and
rest of
he's
those kind
badass.
of movies.
And I
And
just
Cave the
think
Tortured
that,
Crossing is like the first part of Endgame.
I don't
and
know
I
what
just
that
feel
means.
like that combination of like
one watched.
conspiracy theories and
There's
like
people out there that
QAnon.
know what I mean.
Is that the one with the
That
power
era?
glove? The
I know
Nintendo power
exactly what you were
glove?
talking about, Lindsay.
Just makes sense.
Sorry, AJ.
AJ, we're talking about Marvel's Endgame.
Yeah, whatever that
Hang,
means.
hang on. No, I have a question for you. How many of you did go see Cade the Tortured Crossing in a theater?
Becca.
All right, so
Becca,
3 of you.
And Spiv.
Or 4 of
Four.
you, sorry.
plus Spiv.
And Spiv
5.
saw it too. All
Yeah.
right. You were saying something about how that may have influenced your viewing. In regards to this show overall, if you all could live stream, if you can't sit in a room together, if you all could watch these movies together and have like live commentary and reaction with each other, would that make these movies
It
more
always
memorable
does.
for you?
We used to do that in the
That's
old
what we
days
used
of
to
the
do.
show. And it was so much better because we could interact and, we would
See, I
drive
think
each
that's-
other a bit. It's a
That
lot-
may be what's missing from some of those experiences and,
I think
and
so.
why you're having that.
True.
And
True.
that's why Cade may be the winner of this particular award, because there was that sort of social interaction to it. And that is theaters are great and go back to the theater and all that shit. But no, it's not necessarily that. It's being with your friends and actually having, a social response with the movie.
You
I
did
agree with
agree
all
Spiv
that.
would go double down, right? So we're 3 and 3.
I mean, I could be controlled for Double Down simply because it does feel.
I don't know.
Yes,
Either
come
one,
to
they're
our
both
side, Aaron.
great. I don't
Come
give a
over.
shit.
No,
I'm just
in the
saying,
end.
like, come to
But-
my
Dark side, Aaron.
I personally enjoyed the Tortured Crossing more.
Okay.
Even if we eliminate the aspect that we talked about with the social aspect, I still think it's more refined. It's more fun in some ways, but there is some character. There's some real character to whatever the fuck that other one's called. Is
Double Down.
Double Down.
Double down.
That
Like the
isn't
sandwich.
found in all of his other movies.
That's true.
There's a
some-
rawness to it.
There's a pureness. There's an innocence.
I would
Shots
say
on
it's a
film.
bit tainted.
Shot on film. Film no
It's a
less.
bit tainted by some imagery.
Yeah.
Taint.
Taint.
There's a
Remember-
taint.
He was shooting people in the
Definitely.
backyard and shooting up to the sky so you couldn't tell where they were. That's brilliant. That's some filmmaking right there.
That's filmmaking.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true.
All right,
And then-
so
And he had a lot
Green
less money
screen.
back then.
All right,
I can-
I'm saying
yeah.
double down.
Double down.
Go for it.
Double down.
I'm good with that. That's fine.
all right.
You ready, JD?
Let me pull up the thing so I can at least read it. All right, go for it. Winner of Green of the Year, Double Down. Did that come through?
That was sounding great.
Yeah, that
did
sounded
awesome.
great.
All right. I just got to make sure because my voice is going to get worse.
I love
This
it.
is going to be fun. The end
You
of the
could just
show,
lip
I'm going to
sync.
sound like, yeah, it's
You
going to
should
be
take
like,
get
got
some
this.
whiskey or something.
I'm going to have
Lord,
the
that's the war it is. All right,
I
sorry.
have to have the mic way up on my voice, and then I'm going to
Way up
sound
there,
Oh,
JD. Right up in there.
All right, so
Deep,
we have a
deep.
couple ways we could go here. We could keep going on legitimate discussions talking about the Dick Moss of the year.
No, I think we should jump around a little bit, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Jump
we have,
around.
which segment should we remove from the show of the year?
Sure.
award? What should we add to the show year of the award? Who should be
Okay.
the
Yeah.
host?
Let's hear what people say.
All right.
I want to hear
so
what they say on the ballot.
what segment should we remove from the show starting in 2024? We have AJ, not a segment, just AJ.
Ouch! Oh, did Chris fill that one
I
out?
did not.
Oh my god. Okay.
Bam.
I guess I'm out.
No, I think we have to keep that. I'm sorry. We can argue then. Yeah.
All right. Second one is nothing. The show is perfect.
Jesus, somebody has brain damage.
Third one is sort of the history hole.
Yes.
And the fourth one is the bit where Chris is a sad sack about everything.
That's what I mean. The show would not be the show without Chris being a sex.
Yeah, it's-
I don't feel like I'm.
I think
that-
that's the glue that holds this show together. Is
Your
your
pain.
nihilism.
Your pain is the glue.
It's the gloom.
The
Yeah.
fucking spider web sort of thread that holds this whole show together is your nihilism, Chris. It is
Wow.
thin as gossamer, strong as steel.
I don't feel
Just like your
I'm
erection.
that negative all the time. If anything, I feel like AJ's way more negative than
Well, he's the doomer.
Okay.
He's the hipster doofus too, because he
Yes.
wants to be.
Oh, wow.
He wants to be the cool kid, but he also doesn't want to be.
Why I'm getting
cool guy.
removed from the?
No, that's why he's like.
Wait,
I
I don't
actually
wanna
like
be this
Witchcraft
cool.
13 the best, but I'm going to say 12 just to be different.
I truly like 12 better, and I said that on the show. Like, what do you want from me? It's a better movie.
I love you, dude. I think your segment has to stay because it helps describe the movie, and they're always really
Oh.
creative.
Yeah, I don't mind doing
yeah.
that. It takes 5 minutes. Like,
Yeah,
whatever.
the premise hole's not going anywhere.
I don't think that's going to go anywhere.
I mean,
Who's voting next?
that's. Oh,
I'm voting History Hole because I'm sick
oh,
of
you're-
doing it.
okay,
It adds
well,
zero value.
You have no idea how much like your overlays and stuff people like are hyped for. They want to see what you're gonna do for the movie.
true.
What if I
It's
do the
hilarious
overlays
every time, and it's funny.
What if I still do the overlays, but I don't have to do the History Hole? Because you guys just talk about random shit anyways. And then I sit there
Wait, hang
for a
on.
while.
As-
So like, I mean, I don't feel like it really adds anything. Back in the day
As-
when we were
as
still,
the-
we were new to each year, we could talk about stuff that came up that year and like all sorts of things we used to talk about. But we've covered every single year from like 69 to now.
You
Well, even
have.
if you
It's not
just
much
said
to
a few
talk about.
things about the movie itself, like director, the cast, crew, whatever.
I mean, I can still do that
did,
stuff.
did shit like that, but
That's
not
fine.
have to go into the actual year.
You have, and as host and audience surrogate, I think like I do agree with you that you have covered like all the fucking years, and if there is anything of interest of this movie in its time, in its production, or how it got released or whatever, that could be what is in the history hole. But if you actually keep playing the history hole segment and then you surprise everyone whenever it comes out of it with your fucking green screen shit, everyone will still be satisfied. It doesn't have to be as long. Everyone can still bullshit the same way they
Yeah.
do. It can be the off the rails segment that goes for 15 minutes, and that's how you all vamp to get into the mood to actually talk about the show.
That part,
good
I think
point.
there's some fun that happens there. We do generally have some cool discussions. I really struggle to find interesting things about a lot of these movies. You know, a lot of them are very obscure. There's not a lot of information available about them.
Yeah.
I'm giving you freedom
like,
to just say fuck it. if
Find
there's nothing.
anything.
Right. So
So was
Wow.
that a history hole vote?
for me, it is, but just because I think it's not what I would like it
He's
to
tired
be.
of doing it.
struggling. Yeah.
All right, Rebecca. What do you want to remove?
She wants to get
I'm
rid of
good
this
with-
cold.
Yeah. I'm good with nothing.
Lindsay.
I'm fine with nothing.
Okay.
Spill it, Chris. What do you want to?
I got
What do you
nothing.
want to kick out?
I'm just trying to think, like, if I go back and listen to an episode, what am I skipping?
True.
And sometimes I do skip the history hole because I want to go back and remember what we thought about the movie.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I like the history hole because it brings up more banter, and then we can kind of like talk about movies we might not have talked about. Sometimes they relate to what we're about to watch, which is fun because you talk about director and you like, oh yeah, we saw that movie last year or whatever. It brings
So
up
what if
like,
we just
memories of past
dense it a bit?
episodes.
Yeah, just
like
Yeah.
put a not necessarily a hard timer, but keep it to like less than 5 minutes or something.
Like
Yeah.
if we're watching a movie and we've seen that director's movie before, yeah, we should bring it up in the history hole. Like
Yeah.
it would make sense, you know?
A
Like,
history
stuff like that.
divot.
I don't want to lose that kind of magic we have,
history pothole.
you know?
Just a little
Pennsylvania.
Because it's fun. It's fun because we've all watched like Arcade, a bunch of times or whatever. It's fun to like bring up those
Bitch.
things.
even no matter what you do, it's still going to go on and just be a bunch of rambling stuff. So, like, I don't know if. What are you going to condense? You just look up the trivia now, right, on IMDb?
It varies
Essentially-
depending. I mean, some movies I can find a lot like more interesting things about it, but some there's like nothing.
Yeah.
And you have like a director who directed one movie, the movie we're covering. You know, it's really hard to.
I can
How
really
about you
identify
find
with
as
that.
much as you can find?
Because that's
the
very
movie
open ended. I could
dictates-
spend hours trying to find information.
No
on it.
more than 5 minutes.
I only spend 5 minutes on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what if the
Researching.
history hole? The
We
history
put
hole is
hard
there
time
is a-
limits. If
there
you're
is a
not done
timer.
in 5 minutes, it's off.
There is a timer that counts down for the history hole starting as soon as your segment hits for 5 minutes, and wherever we end up is where we end up before we transition.
Yeah, we
should
can do
be
something
like
like that.
a-
That might be kind of fun because then he can speed up when the
tick,
time
tick,
starts
tick,
running
tick.
down. or
That could be
something.
that could make it a little
See
more
if he can
fun.
get
I like
through
that.
it.
So like
And then
Yeah.
Chris knows when it's going to switch, so he can do the bumper.
We could get a counter like above us.
Can we do a
like-
countdown timer?
yeah.
There you
fun.
go. To get a
All
like
right, that sounds like a
ticking
gimmick
time
we'll do
bomb.
one episode, and then the rest of us will be right.
Everyone will
it
hate
sounds-
it.
It's an easy lift, I think.
All right,
But
so
no,
we're not
I,
removing
like,
anything.
trying to look up the writers on Creep Show Hour. It's like, oh, this is the only writing credit these people have.
Exactly.
I
That's-
don't
what do
know
you
who
talk
else
about?
to talk about now.
Right. You could try and find movies that are sometimes related, but we've seen so many movies now that's like the related movies are movies we've already covered.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. I mean, you could dig more into the actors and find things they've been in, but that gets to be a long
All right.
conversation quickly.
All right, here's what I vote.
All right,
then
Chris.
let's vote. I vote we remove nothing. AJ.
Yeah, I don't really have a need that I think we have to remove stuff. If anything, I think we need to add stuff or just reconfigure.
Well, that'll be a
some
separate.
things.
That'll be a separate conversation.
Okay.
No word for that. Aaron,
That's fine. I'm good with that.
Rebecca,
Yeah.
Lindsay,
Yes.
Spiv. I vote we remove Spiv.
I already did.
Second, I mean, he's not here. So,
He has
yeah.
worse attendance for the year
Last time we
anyway.
did this vote,
and that's
to
saying
move on.
something because we've all missed a lot.
You should call his parents.
Well,
He's
the
missed a
thing
lot
is,
of
like,
podcasts.
when we get sick, we still show up, unless it's
There's
like
two sick
throwing
people
up
on
in a
this
toilet.
podcast
Yeah.
right now.
Here
Spiv
we
gets
are.
like a slight cold, he's out.
Spiv is like Mark, where it's like if it's the most insignificant amount of annoyance to him, he's out. Like it's so
Or if there's
low effort.
trivia.
It's
I couldn't
the least amount of effort.
imagine having a meeting with him at work.
Well,
How many times he
but
cancels
AJ,
that thing?
AJ, look at Mark and look at Spiv. They're both very successful. Like they have great jobs, they make a lot of money. They're financially secure. They have like these relationships and this house and these kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like, they just don't care. Like everything is about them. That's it. It's like,
Well,
if
that's
it
how you get to
affects
the
me
top.
slightly, I'm fucking out.
That's how you
And
get to the top.
everybody,
man.
and you and I
Yeah.
were like, let's do this. Let's make this thing good.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh
what you
yeah.
have to work with.
Yeah.
I can't
You're
be
right.
inconvenienced.
Can't be inconvenienced slightly.
I've got a
Now I'm
comfy
just
couch
mad.
to sit
Now
on.
I'm just
My whole-
mad.
My whole life is inconvenient. Like I've never been inconvenienced. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
All right. So we're removing Spiv. Is that what you voted for?
Yeah, I'd second that. I mean, he'll show up anyways, but yeah, whatever.
All right. JD, you
For the
ready?
last 2 minutes.
Let me
For
pull
the
thing
word
up.
of
yeah. All right,
what-
all right,
all right, here
I
we
got it. Which segment should we remove from the show?
Well, we did.
So what do you all
should
want to
we-
do next?
What should we remove from the show? I feel like we do. What should we add to the show?
That's a good one.
All right. AJ, any suggestions for 2024?
I think we should add positivity to the show. And I
Somebody
think
got
we
a
should
message.
add effort and energy and excitement to the show.
All
Those are
right.
my suggestions.
I think that's a good idea, but we should just
All
start
right,
a new
so we
show.
all need to do some speed before we get on.
Are you suggesting we just replace everybody on the show then?
I just think
Just make
It wouldn't-
AI versions of
it
ourselves.
wouldn't take a lot.
No.
It wouldn't take a lot just to bring it up, a little. I think
In
we
what
can do
way?
it. I felt
In
like
what
this
way?
year was really rockety, and I wasn't expecting it to be that way across the board. And I just want to see it back to its former days of glory.
I think that's my fault, but continue. Okay.
Yeah, I just want people to come with more energy and more in the spirit of we're going to be here and have a good time.
Hey guys, today on this clip, we're gonna talk about this cool thing I bought.
Like that? You want the whole like, subscribe, smash that button, yeah! You want that kind of energy?
I want effort, Aaron.
You're not gonna get effort.
I want minimal effort.
Minimal
we have
effort.
fallen off.
Did
minimal
you used to
effort.
have
some
a
of
bumper
us-
that was like Rocky like a hurricane?
Some of us dressed up for the event.
I would
takes effort.
disagree. There was some effort put in this year. I recall you made a video when I went to Brooklyn. I made a creepy
That was-
vacation
yeah.
video from Spiv a few times. I think I didn't even remember this, but we have to watch Sean's. We'll watch Sean's video.
I
After
made
this.
a fake fucking Neil Breen movie.
She
Yeah,
made it.
that
Like
was
a
pretty
20-minute
badass.
long movie.
We played Farter Car this year, guys.
Carter Car.
We went to a movie together.
Yeah,
we
you
went to
guys did a
movie
thing
together. We
off
did.
the internet.
That's
I
so
I had to
weird.
drive 3 hours round trip for that movie.
Wow.
You didn't want to
Chris
carpool.
and I met in real life.
That's true, you
Oh,
did.
yeah, we did.
He had sex with me with his dick.
On film.
On film.
I saw, dude, there was a letterbox review that's just said, I had sex. I'm going to have sex with you with my dick. And I was like, thank you. I remember when I did that? And James was like, not enthused at all.
Oh
it's
god,
the-
it was so
It's
funny.
the way you like, howdy, partner. Walk
Yeah.
up.
Because you paused right before
Right.
you said it. There was a pause there. Oh my god, too funny.
It's so awesome. God, it's
That-
funny.
That
Comedic timing.
For people watching, Lindsay and I did not. That was from
No,
a movie,
it-
Triple
it was a
X.
movie.
We had a scene together. It was funny. I think there was inconsistent amount of effort this year, AJ. Is what
That's fair.
my argument would be. And I was very negative this year. But I feel
You
like
had
I
a
have
rough personal year,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
fair. I don't
Yeah.
think I'm not saying anything of that. I just think I'd like to see the energy up. That's all.
I think that's fair, man.
That's
All
all.
right.
I think that's fair.
Show up and
Aaron,
have
what would you want to have add?
I would like to see some more guest hosts, because we do have a lot of times where one of two of us can't make it. If we know in advance a little bit further, it'd be cool to have a pool of guest hosts like JD, or we've had some others in the past. Be nice to get John back on once in a while,
Yeah.
just to kind of
Mix it up.
maybe that helps bring some of the energy back too. I don't know. I
A
mean,
guest
I prefer
host
when,
or just a guest?
just a guest. Sorry. Well, I consider us all hosts in a way, right?
No.
No,
I'm the host.
No.
I push buttons.
How
I push buttons.
How dare you?
Yeah,
Stepping on
This
toes.
is not a
How
democracy.
dare you?
fine.
It's a Christocracy. We learned this.
Fine, a
3
guest.
years
I
ago.
think it'd be cool to have guests on a little more frequently if we're gonna have so many weeks where we don't have all of us here.
True.
It's often at this point. It's like every other episode we're missing at least one person.
No.
Listen, if you've got 24 hours and I can watch the movie like in like fucking chunks
Yeah.
4 hours before the fucking show, just call me.
Well, we've had Matthew Pfeiffer on now for a thing. We've had Sean
you did?
on.
Yeah.
We've had JD on. I love having my boy John Dunning on. I do miss him. I love him. I love Stefan. I love having him
Yep.
on. I love having Ian on. But yeah, I think it would be nice to just have that pool. The problem usually is like
Short notice.
it's like literally hours before the show. Spiv's like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be on, and I'm like,
Right.
okay,
And-
Yeah, or you find out through a YouTube comment he's not going to be on.
yeah, exactly. So at that point, that does kill the momentum and my excitement.
We just need to have alternates
we need alternates.
back or
The understudies.
yeah.
Understudies.
Sean proposed an
Understudies.
interesting idea. You could have the patrons guest star on the. I mean, I get not all the patrons want to come on
Yeah.
because they just don't want to talk.
That's a cool idea though.
Yeah.
But that is a good idea. Maybe an option we could put out there.
Maybe
Rebecca,
get
what-
a pre-recorded message like, "Hey,
At
your
least that,
wheel,
yeah.
your wheel selection was made. Would you like to say something about the movie and what you
Why you
hope to
chose it?
say?"
Why did you
Yeah,
pick it?
Right? Why
That
are you
would be
subjecting
awesome.
the show to this?
How dare you?
Yes.
all right, Rebecca, what do you want to add?
I don't know that there's anything particular that I would want to add.
Okay, Lindsay.
I don't think there's any segment or anything that I'd want to add. I just know that sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes we get carried away with our conversation that we forget that sometimes the audience doesn't know what we're talking about. So, like, if we say, oh, and then there's that scene where this guy, that was funny, we got to make sure we frame things sometimes.
Especially for audio listeners. 'Cause
Yeah,
we tend to do that.
because we're looking at it, so we don't even think about it. But there are people who are just listening. That's my only comment.
When we did the switch over to video format, it is very easy to not remember
Yeah.
that the audience, a
Yeah.
lot of the audience cannot see.
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
we're talking about. I have tried in like the last few months. I don't like going beat by beat through the movie, but I have tried to now frame the conversation as we work our way through the plot of the movie a bit more. And I think that I don't want to go like, and then he did this, and then they did that. But I
No.
do
Right,
like
yeah,
breaking
yeah.
up into like 4 or 5 chunks. Like, this
Yeah.
is what happened, and this is what
Right.
happened. And
just
we can
given that
talk.
context,
I
yeah.
think it's a good idea.
But I do agree. What we see visually, we need to comment on and let the audio listeners know. I'm with AJ on the effort thing. I enjoy the effort. When people show up with random shit, it's always the best times. When Aaron
Yeah.
shows up with some crazy thing he made, it's great. Surprise. I don't know if there's anything I would specifically add, but we can check out what some of the people recommended here. The first response says, more holes for Aaron.
I have holes.
The second response was nothing. The show is perfect. The third one is make the history hole focus on random stuff that happened that year instead of being limited to movies. I think
We used to do that,
on
but then we
more
kind of
Yeah.
burned through the years.
Farter car. Rebecca should still do a proper quiz every week, but there should be a farter car every week. I do like doing the games when I know
At least-
Rebecca's not
at
going to
least
be
like
here.
2 or 3.
And I know like I have time, but like farter car takes the longest time to put together.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no joke. Yeah.
Motley Crue or Chicken or whatever the fuck it was, Neil.
that was a fun one.
Those ones all take a while.
Oh god.
Those
I
are
did-
fun.
Can I
Yeah.
make a suggestion on the fly?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Sure.
You all said something in a recent episode that Striptease was like one of your most viewed episodes of the year because it was a
Yes.
movie that most people had been aware of.
Striptease?
Showgirls.
Showgirls.
Showgirls, sorry.
okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I was
Showgirls.
thinking of something
Sorry.
else. Okay.
Sorry, but
No,
I
you're
mean,
good.
speaking of another fucking terrible movie that has good actors in it, I think maybe you should put more
Mainstream.
mainstream B
Yeah.
movies. I mean, I know that you guys have talked about watching The Arrival and Killer Clowns, and I've wanted to be on those episodes if you ever did cover them. And those are movies that a lot more people are aware of. I would suggest maybe watching, just, I hate to say more mainstream, but to draw in a larger audience, stuff that more people are at least aware of. Maybe bring in John Waters movies or something.
We've talked about it quite a bit.
AJ and I have talked about this a lot. Because it comes to a point where you've been doing this for so long and you notice that you have no audience and it barely grows. And you're like, well, you're doing something wrong. So you change things. But we've changed things a lot throughout the year. Or years, I'd say. But yes, more mainstream movies definitely would get more eyes, I think.
We will be doing that.
So it's something we're...
And if you ever watch Mortal Kombat Annihilation, I want to be on that one too.
I think if we have like The Wheel, we can have a sliver of the pie that is like a mainstream bad movie that could be on there.
And a Hallmark movie too, because apparently that one was good too. Or I enjoyed that episode anyway.
We should do more Hallmarks. But
the Hallmark movie, Betty Broderick?
Lifetime movie, I'm sorry, but
yeah, Lifetime movie.
The Storm Chaser one or whatever.
Yeah.
I would
Betty
love to watch more
Broderick.
of those. Storm Chaser is great.
Broderick.
Yeah. I don't know. There's no real winning with this stuff. Like, we can choose to do those movies maybe and see if it affects anything. But then when it came down to it, it was like, well, we just do this for fun and we want to watch random shit that we want to watch. I don't want to be forced to watch like shit just to pander to an audience, even though we watch some horrible shit sometimes that I really don't want to. But I don't want to have like the whole show be tailored toward just trying to satisfy some.
Yes.
Something.
But there's a lot of good stuff that you could watch that is still fun.
True.
I want to watch Wild Wild West, buddy.
I want to watch Twilight.
Wild Wild West is a good example.
I think Twilight would get the right kind of people angry at us. I would be down for that. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Let's do Twilight-tober this year.
Can we?
Twilight-tober.
I've seen them
We're
all.
gonna make so many people angry.
I can watch them again. It's fine.
Right into 50 Shades of Grey.
Holy shit.
Seen those two.
Oh my God, Aaron, why are you
50 Shades of Ian Gray Anderson. There you go.
We should watch the 50 Shades movies. We should watch the 50
Chris, you
Shades
might learn
movies.
something.
I would be down for that. I would definitely be down for
There's
that.
like B-movie versions
I read all the
of
books.
those movies.
Because I haven't seen the movies, and I
Neither
heard
have I.
they're just
fucking
terrible.
awful.
I love dirty sex movies.
But it's not really. But it's not. It's not what you think it is because it's tailored to like
No, it's consensual.
A middle class-
They sign a contract.
white audience to what they think is a dirty movie. So it's just like it's just nonsense.
It's pretty.
We've probably
tame
seen
for a
more
dirty
sex in a witchcraft movie.
Yes, it's
Oh, yeah.
not what you think at all. It is so tame to what you could possibly imagine. Yeah.
We saw more
no,
sex between a phone and a woman and dial help.
We should do Twilight first, and then do 50 Shades because 50 Shades is Twilight fan fiction.
Yes.
All right. So I think we are all in agreement. 2024, what we're going to add is we're selling out. Hell yeah.
Let's do this.
All right. Let's do it. All right.
We all need to
Ready?
buy couches like Spiv.
There we go.
Yes.
We're gonna sell out, bitches! And put in more effort. 24.
All right.
That was great. Nice job, JD.
I was trying to look up the goddamn topic. I'm sorry.
I think now would be a good time to show a video that Sean made
Please.
Oh, cool.
for 2023.
excited.
I hope this
It's
plays
awesome.
all right. It's 7.5 minutes long. So if you're an audio listener, I think it's worth checking out the video.
All right. Lindsay
But
with the
otherwise-
fancy gloves drinking Gatorade is the funniest fucking thing.
Trying to rehydrate. I was sick earlier this week.
Otherwise,
Got
I
your
hope,
electrolyte levels correct.
It's got what plants crave. Sorry,
All
Chris.
right,
Go ahead.
Sean's
I'm-
video.
here we go. We're back. We are back. I don't know why we're back. We're back.
Man,
It's not a Rama.
It's a
It's a Rama. Man, Squeedo.
No.
Yes.
Corey
Squeedo
says,
or Skeeto?
Skeeto or Squeedo?
Guido.
I mean, this is also the frustrating thing is like we're talking about fucking Mansquito.
I know.
And Smith and Lindsay aren't here. And I know at the end of the year, Smith's gonna be like, I don't know what a Mansquito is. And Lindsay's like, I think we got all them in Iowa. She's from
Iowa.
Don't forget the Latins.
Who are the Latins? Who the fuck are the Latins?
But when a mining disaster
yeah, it was.
escalates to Lovecraftian heights, she will soon find herself in the middle of a tentacle smentacle.
Nipples!
No,
they're covered.
They're
covered.
They are
Those are
not
those
covered.
That
are
is not a cover.
nipples.
3 drama students decide to resurrect Abaddon. But they need the key to unlock the hole in the dirt.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't remember doing that. Teacher place, but it's Bingango.
Then Gobble.
Doppelganger?
Planet Raptor.
He's a hero.
Gonna take pollution down to 0.
There it is. Oh my.
Right, because you see Neil Breen's asshole and kind of maybe his testicles.
And he eats tuna in a hot car.
Yeah.
It's the only way to do it. Only way to do it. Can you think of anything worse to eat in a hot car?
Is that a euphemism?
Oh, he's eating tuna in a hot car.
You're just mad about the whole nipple tassel thing, nipple piercing.
I think
It
it's
wasn't,
bad.
it wasn't real nipples. Like, you didn't see nipples.
We're
I
not
would have
talking
loved to.
about-
Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like,
We're
I
not
know what a
talking
nipple
about
looks
this.
like.
I know what a
She had
nipple looks
nipples.
like. I got 2. She has them. I don't disagree that she doesn't have them. They were just covered. That's all I'm saying.
See, this is why he's like,
Chris likes to think he's a nipple expert, but in reality, Chris is not a nipple
I've
expert.
seen a lot of nipples.
He dabbles, okay? Just like George Costanza dabbles.
Dabbles.
oh, what do you do for a living? Oh, some video editing.
I nipple dabble.
Talking about Pongo.
Pongo. I don't know. Lindsay was feeling herself up, like right at the beginning of the show. She's like,
I have heartburn because I made
All
like
right.
really spicy burgers. I have heartburn. I'm sorry.
Fine. So, Aaron.
My tacos were so spicy.
It's
Joffrey, is that you?
I just feel like this one had.
Are you doing the Little Mermaid
What are we
song?
doing here? Let's-
Under during the sex scenes. It didn't fit at all.
I had some sexy. Take it from me.
God, where it's wet.
Wetter.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
And I would do anything for blood.
It's pretty good, Aaron.
6 moves.
What if there was like 4.5?
Damn, that was my kind of
If
Sesame
that was
Street.
on Sesame Street, I would watch it a lot more often. Anyways.
Your theories are the worst kind. Trying to prevent us in sloppy. Your conclusions are hypothesis. Shall we play?
Won't it? Get over alive.
All right. Spiv, why don't you look at my mystery spot?
Find it, Aaron.
I'm definitely not carpooling.
That's very fair.
I am a lawyer. Yeah.
I wish I was an alien. I wish you were an alien. I'm pretty sure that Spiv is an alien.
All right, let's hear from Spiv now.
Hey guys, it's me, Spiv. I'm rich, and my couch is bigger than yours, which means I'm better than you.
50 years from now, the end of the world will be coming, and ABC will still not show boobies or say fuck.
In South American countries, there's boobies on commercials.
I need to move.
Do any of you sleep naked?
Sometimes.
Yeah,
I do sometimes.
It
Yeah.
depends.
Why not?
Yeah.
Because
It's way more comfortable.
I think it depends on like.
You get sticky? You get sticky when
Maybe
you
maybe
sleep
you're not sleeping in nice sheets.
You have nocturnal emissions?
You're doing it right.
You need 100% cotton, Spiv. 100% cotton.
And then I discovered the new thing of taking AI generated images and then having them animated somehow.
Animate it?
Also
Oh,
via
my
AI.
God's sakes.
Whoa.
That's awesome.
He looks quite upset about that.
Oh,
That's his, like,
no.
his magic Santa dildo thing or something. I don't know what that is.
Santa dildo. figured out you.
Orange.
Oh, God.
Nice job.
That was amazing.
That was a nice recap.
Man,
That's all we should have done.
That was
Sean,
Posted that video.
Yeah.
Lavender. Good night. That is the end of the
Yeah.
2024 Bad Movie Night Awards.
And that
That brought
brings
me
us
back.
to Patreon of the year.
yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
That was
a lot of work.
a lot of time,
That-
man.
That's so much work. But that does make me feel good. Like, we did do a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had a
right.
good time.
You see all those games? That's a lot of different stuff.
Well, it's great. Like, I can go back and watch all those moments, those memories. It's so good. It feels so
Yeah.
good. I love that. That was awesome. That was amazing, Sean. Thank you so much for doing that.
All right, so I have
Now you have to do it next year, though. You fucking locked
Oh, he's
in.
got the director's cut. There's a
No way.
director's cut.
Shit on
Ooh.
What? Oh man, that's cool.
Holy shit.
All right, but now, Sean, you have to do it again next year. You can't disappear.
Yeah, you set
Yeah.
a precedent. You're locked in.
We have had some people disappear. We lost one this year. We lost Mike W. last year or 2 years ago. This year we lost Taylor Ann. I don't know what happened to her. I hope
Yeah.
she's doing
Hope
okay.
she's
though.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do miss her. But anyways,
Moving on.
moving
What is
on.
the best thing about Chris?
Oh, this is the best.
Who put
Yeah,
this
let's hear those
question in
answers.
here?
Who you do you think?
I want to hear what the patrons say.
All right, patrons say 1, his sex appeal.
Ooh,
Oh.
there you go.
2, the
You
eyebrow
like Steve
is
do that in a hot
badass.
car?
The eyebrow is bad.
Look at it. It's on point today.
It's a signature
It's awesome.
thing. Your eyebrow is your signature.
It's
Yeah.
badass.
Signature look.
He's the kind of guy it would be fun to watch shitty movies with. He's hilarious. These are all way
Agreed.
too
There you
nice.
go,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Good. That's really good.
He's the total package.
Whoa.
Ooh.
And farter car. Oh, it looks like. Oh wait, we got a new. Somebody filled out the palette.
I was going to say, there's
we're-
5 now.
The one we're doing, like, okay. Somebody filled this out just now because now Witchcraft of the Year is the one with Julie Strain's butthole has been added.
That's
That's last year.
What we
2
should add to
years
the
ago.
show.
That was 2 years ago.
I know. Somebody says we should add more Italian horror gore flicks from the 1970s.
I would be up
Yeah,
for
there's
that.
a lot of good stuff.
That's like the
out there.
complete opposite of what we said.
True. Let's get more niche.
While simultaneously selling out.
There.
Yes.
Two extremes.
All right. And they said we should remove nothing from the show. All right, AJ, what is the best thing about?
You really want to ask me that?
No, I'm just teasing. I put that in there as a joke. All right.
Honestly, dude, no, I think it goes back to the glue thing, right? You are funny as fuck. You're you're who wanted to start this. You brought us all together. We've kind of formed this friendship here. We have something to look forward to every week to do this, even though we're watching horrible movies. If you hadn't come up with this idea 8-9 years ago or whatever, we wouldn't be doing this. So
Thanks a
seriously,
lot.
thanks, you guys.
Fuck you for making us friends.
But
I
seriously,
didn't even know you fucking people
Right,
back then.
we met Lindsay,
and now
we met
I'm
JD,
here for some reason.
Sean,
That's right.
All these
What the
people.
fuck?
We met some really awesome people because you wanted to be
Very
like,
true.
let's do a podcast.
Yeah, and it's fun. I mean, there
And
are
it's
definitely
fun as
like
shit, yeah.
there's definitely like days in the week when we have this, and it's like that's the best moment of my week. You know, that was a lot of fun. You know,
Agreed.
This is like
Yeah.
my
Thanks,
one
Chris.
social interaction because I work by myself alone at home. I work by myself. So this is how. So that's why I'm as annoying as I am because you guys are like the only people I talk to during the day
It's making
on
sense.
a regular
It's all making sense.
basis.
It's all coming together.
No, AJ and I we filmed this week, and we were talking about it
that was fun.
this is like what we did in high school. Like this was our high school experience was just watching these movies and like hanging out, and we
Just all in
doing
your
it.
basement instead.
I don't know. I feel like as I'm
AJ's still in
reaching
the
my
basement.
mid-40s that I'm doing the same high school
Always
shit
in the
that I
basement.
did.
True.
Do you ever really grow up past that? Like, I still feel like I'm about 15 internally.
I don't think
I got
we ever
Mario
should
Wonder
grow
for
out of
Christmas
it.
and I fucking love it.
Oh man, I just beat that game. It's great.
It is good.
There is a lot of things that yes, I'm still the same, but no, I've definitely grown a lot. I feel like when I hit,
I mean, yes,
35,
I'm like a middle-aged
Yeah.
dude with a job
lot
and a
made more
house and
sense.
responsibilities.
But then I
and
have
all that.
to, I'm like, wait, how am I able to make decisions and be an adult?
Yes.
Just, we're faking it like our parents.
I gotta
did. That's
ask
all.
my
Exactly.
mom permission first.
Oh, we
I
did
do
get an
still fuck my
addition
dad
here.
about shit.
More
More
nipples.
There
More
you go.
nipples and
The doctor has spoken. We will buy.
Seriously though, Chris, thank you. Like, honestly, like, not to be, but this is really cool. And it's because of you,
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
fucker.
let's move on.
No, roll the thing. I have to say what the best thing about Chris is.
Okay, here we go.
And the best thing about Chris is his glue.
His
It's
sheets
all
are
white
so sticky.
and creamy.
I'm excited to get into
His
the good
legs
stuff.
just stick together.
All right, so
Did you say you're excited to get in dick stuff?
The good stuff, like the good categories here. I didn't realize we didn't do Dickmas yet, right?
We have
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
let's do Dickmas of the year.
Yeah.
Dick miss. So it is dick
Dickmas.
stuff. All right, we're getting.
This should be
into dick
pretty
stuff.
easy.
AJ, what's your dick mess of the year?
The last one we just watched, The Saint, it was great.
Saint.
It was everything that made him great, combined with like modern takes. It was a lot of fun. I liked it.
Aaron.
I think Saint is his tightest film, like where it's firing on all cylinders the whole time for the most part. I really liked Amsterdam though. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I'm super pumped for the sequel or remake. I guess it's more of a sequel, but even so, his other films are a lot of fun in their own way too. They're just not quite as consistent, maybe. But I guess I'll go with Saint.
Rebecca.
I said Saint too. I was not happy to have to miss that one, but my kid was puking, and it was a good movie, and I thought it would have been fun to talk about. But
Lindsay.
I had a tough time deciding
Mm-hmm.
because I loved Amsterdam. I loved how it looked. The night shots during the rain just
Awesome.
look incredible. They look incredible. All the stunt work, that speedboat chase through the canals and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
cool.
good.
You know, and the deaths were really well done. You know, there was great gore in it, especially the lady at the beginning. She's hanging off the bridge, and then she just slides across the glass top of the
Yeah,
tour
that's a
boat.
great
You know,
start to the movie.
and but I also really like Saint, and I just got whiter somehow. I don't know how that was possible.
Just fading away.
into a
I'm
ghost.
glowing. Holy shit.
You're Krillin from
But I
Dragon Ball
really,
Z.
really loved Saint also because just the look of that one too, and how well paced it was, and the action was incredibly shot and edited. But I have to pick Saint because the story was tighter and quicker, and it was just a better wrapped package for what we watch on here.
Nice pun.
He's a Shaft fan,
guys.
aren't you?
Amsterdam.
Oh, really?
Was a great genre mashup.
It was so
expertly
good.
done. Like it was
So
a giallo slasher mixed with these incredible action sequences in a movie I haven't really seen before, and it celebrated Amsterdam in a way that like Saint sort of did, but I don't know. Like the highlight of the whole thing was these canals, which is like the biggest thing in Amsterdam, right? And it was so pivotal. Pivotable.
It was so
Man
important.
Squeedo.
Dude. I'm just saying, as a quote unquote
Bolorama.
filmmaker himself, it would be incredibly hard to do the kind of like he did these giallo slasher things really well, but then he did these action movie sequences extremely well, and like that is just a whole
And
lot
he's
of
Dutch.
experience
There's,
or
like,
something.
There's like no Dutch movies like to be
Like,
really good at it, and
I have like this toolkit arsenal that I built in my filmmaking directing style that I could go to something and show up and make just based on experiences that I've had working on things. But if you were to throw me in and be like, I need this fight sequence with people, like I wouldn't have no idea the basic coverage I would need. But he comes into this thing so confident. Like all these scenes are so well done. Amsterdam was fucking awesome. Saint is a good like Christmas horror movie, but I feel like it was flawed in a lot of ways too. So I don't know.
Well, and really the choice is like, because, okay, we're bad movie night. It's like, what parameters do we judge our films by, you know? And it just depends on that, I think, where either one of those lies. Because, like, I'm barely over the line into Saint. Because Amsterdam was so good. And it had a lot of those bad movie elements that we like as well.
Right.
With some of the acting, the weird sociopathic daughter, you know, all that kind of
She
stuff.
was fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
She was crazy.
My
She's
child
gonna
points a gun at me
murder
all the
somebody.
time.
Yes.
Jeez.
And all
It's
the
tough.
80s European stuff. They were making fun of American tourists at one point, you know, just stuff like that.
All right, I'm gonna read what the ballots say from the viewers/listeners. We got 2 for Amsterdam, 1 for Down, 1 for Saint, 1 for Sint, and 1 for the Lift. So that's 2 for the Saint, 2 for Amsterdam.
Yeah. I mean, I
Did
can
we
see
get
either
another?
or.
Because that's up to 6 now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't we
we-
have
we
4
had
to
5?
start?
No, we had 5 to start.
Oh, okay.
AJ, did you vote?
Yeah, I said the same. I was actually kind of surprised. I thought Chris was going to go more with the Shaft because of that pivotal era of his youth watching it.
I mean, Naomi Watts is
And the
pretty
classic
great,
elevator horror
Uh,
film.
Naomi
and it's a
Watts.
fun movie. Michael
It is
Ironside,
fun.
like it's a
Was-
lot
I mean,
of fun.
at
Formative
the end
to
of the day, you
Shaft.
can't go wrong with any of his movies. Like, that's really what it is.
JD got my joke. No, I love the Shaft. The Shaft was a personal experience that we shared, AJ, with Spiv in a great way. Naomi Watts.
Whoa.
I
am
don't
a fan
remember,
of.
but I believe you.
They wasted Michael Ironsides, though.
They did
Totally
waste Michael
wasted him.
Ironsides, which is crazy to do. He does get killed, and there was a bazooka in the scene, so I'll grant them that. But yeah,
I still think the biggest problem is it doesn't do anything really necessarily a lot better than The Lift.
no,
Or it doesn't
I'm
really
not-
add anything.
I would never say the Shaft and the Lift are the best Dick Moss.
They're great though. They're a
They're
lot of
great.
fun.
In their own right, they are.
Yeah.
I had seen the Saint before we had dived into any of these Dick Moss movies before, and I had always remembered enjoying it. But watching it again, maybe because my expectations were so high, because I remembered enjoying it, I was a little bit let down.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought like it didn't tie all the story elements together. Like they didn't really bother to explain why he's coming back. There was a bunch of things like that.
Well, I take it as it's a killer Santa like Christmas
He
horror.
was coming
so
back for revenge on those people
doesn't-
that burned him alive.
yeah,
All
it
right.
doesn't need to be that serious or that like yeah, I think serious is the right word. To me, it didn't really matter. I took it at more of a face value if this is a silly movie about a killer Santa Claus. So I could forgive that, but I think Amsterdam is the better movie. I just think if I'm going to tell somebody to check out a Dick Moss movie, like Saint is probably a great place to start. It's a little more approachable for people that aren't into like the stuff we are. I think it's a really good one for people to check out, but I could go with either one, honestly.
Okay, so between the 4 that you all watched, it sounds like it's between Saint and Amsterdam. Revote
Yes.
based on those two.
Yeah.
I think that's the only ones we
Right,
said.
right
wasn't
now
it?
we're
Yeah.
between Amsterdam and Saint. And AJ, I'm
Yeah.
shocked that you're going with
What
Saint
would
over
Spiv
Amsterdam.
say?
You'd probably say
am I hurting you,
Amsterdam.
I
Chris?
think he
I'm
liked
sorry.
the boats.
I think Spiv liked Amsterdam more.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
I
It's just
feel
there's
like,
there's certain thing. It's just there's certain things that I really loved in Saint, and then there's stuff
like
I
what?
really
What did you
loved
really
in
love in Saint?
the whole horse top or the rooftop horse
That was
chase
cool.
sequence. That
Yeah.
was amazing.
It has
I
absurdities
loved
in it that are
It has-
great for
yes.
holiday horror.
When they
movies.
collapse into the second floor and then the
And
second
then it
floor
falls onto the
down.
cop car
That
and
was
gets
cool.
back up.
But I felt like the CGI was laughable at some of that.
Some of that's
Especially the
2000.
bad CGI
It's like
establishing
2000.
shots of buildings.
It was
and
just
stuff.
invented. CGI was just invented when he was using it. Like,
I
what?
think practicals back
The
then
Matrix
were...
came out then, AJ.
Dude, I'm shocked it even had CGI in the movie at that
when
year.
the Matrix
Like,
came out at the end of the end of the 90s, right? When
But
did the
I
Matrix come
but
out?
I also like
Yeah.
that in my bad movies. You know,
I get
it's part of the charm.
yeah, I think it's a no. Yeah,
And it's not like
it's a no.
so bad that it's really bad. It's just it's slightly distracting.
I don't
at
consider
times.
any of these Dick Moss movies bad movies, though.
No, that's the challenge.
You know what I mean?
hmm
They might be B level for some people, but they're really
I
competent.
cannot believe we're giving it to the Saint. I cannot believe it, guys.
Well, I'm sorry,
We've been
Chris.
watched
Generic-
two different
That's how
versions
this.
of
That's
it.
how
I'm
the
on
show
the
goes.
fence.
It's
I'm
full of
on the
disappointments.
fence.
That
I'm,
is the-
I'm truly on the
Yeah,
fence.
I am too.
Cop out generic choice.
Well,
Amsterdam,
wait until we get to
we're
the
not
next two
done.
categories.
That's what we're getting
Right.
into next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
We're selling out. We might as well start with Dick Moss.
Might as
Mary
well.
Dick Moss. Fine, whatever, guys.
He's so hurt. He's so hurt.
I just guarantee, like 6 months from now, we'll be like, "Man, Amsterdam was such a good movie."
Amsterdam
You guys
was
will be
really,
"I love that
really
movie."
It
good.
was.
Well,
good.
Amsterdam
Like I said,
is
I'm on the
getting a
fence. I'm on the
sequel.
fence.
Yeah.
Me too.
But you guys are gonna be like, I voted for Amsterdam to movie of the year, and I'm like, no, you didn't.
I would
when
vote
the
for either.
gaslighting starts for Chris.
I would
Oh
vote
my
for
god. Oh my god.
I'm on
You
the
know
fence.
that's
I would
what's
vote
gonna
for either.
happen.
But AJ usually does it, not us.
AJ will definitely do it.
He's
AJ
still
will
pissed
definitely do it.
about
Ticker.
Ticker, yeah.
Yeah, because that was not even supposed to be considered
Every
a
night,
best movie of the year.
11
And you
p.m.
guys,
on the dot. He texts me.
Last year, you guys
About
tried
Ticker.
to make up a fucking topic about like who should have won best
Whoa.
movie last year.
Let's not say you guys. Let's say one guy.
and it should have. It should have been a.
That guy.
It should have been a revote. Should have been a revote. It was. It
we
was
agreed
topical
that there
for a
should
year.
not have been a veer vote.
Look, all I'm saying is I haven't been pulled off the ballot yet here, so
True.
some places I
Well,
might be, but here in Pennsylvania, I'm on it.
So if you all agree that Spiv would have said Amsterdam, does that mean that it's Amsterdam?
No.
I would go with Amsterdam. just
No,
if
it's four against.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
four
you know what?
against two.
Whatever you guys want.
Honestly,
We're
I
not
like
doing
both.
that. We're not doing that. Gross.
I
Fine.
thought-
Stick with your choice.
I thought it was
I
two
know,
against
but
two.
I was
then
really
the
torn to pick.
AJ,
Yeah, it's a torn decision.
AJ, Aaron, Rebecca, and Lindsay all chose Saint.
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
that was the original decision.
I think
I
it's like
chose
his.
Amsterdam.
I don't know why we're
his-
still on this.
I'm sorry.
It's more a simple, refined film, and I think more people would get it and like it.
Yeah, it's
Something
more
like
accessible.
Amsterdam.
All right.
If you
More
want to be
accessible.
introduced to
James
Dick
getting a
Miss, you're gonna
sequel.
watch The Saint.
Right,
But
then
also, Hoopstapel in Amsterdam just looks so fucking cool.
he's cool.
So you're switching? We all switching?
Stube Hopple on a boat.
Hoopstapel, yes.
Hoopstapel.
I can't wait until we get to the best movie of the year.
We're getting there.
That'd be great.
I have
All
no
right.
idea.
All right. I guess the winner is the Saint.
Saint.
You ready, JD?
All right, is it the Saint or Amsterdam?
It's the Saint.
Is this
All right.
Saint.
All right, the Saint. Best disc Dick Moss movie of the year.
It's the Saint. All right. What do we at? What do we have?
Best and worst?
No, we have
Uh,
we have a couple
when
more random
you are on
things,
your
so-
deathbed, what
Oh,
is the
God.
one thing you wished you would have done?
What?
Two chicks at the same time, man.
The questions I put on the ballot. I just
Mhm.
AJ, when you were on your deathbed, what is the one thing you wish you would have done? Question mark.
Probably a real podcast.
Fair enough. You can start at any time. Aaron?
I wish I would do more things that I want to do and not let anxiety rule my life.
Still got time. Rebecca?
Yeah, I would go with the get over anxiety route as well.
Still got time. Lindsay?
Not accepted your friend request to Facebook.
Oh,
Why?
Oh, that's so mean.
Because you-
Why would you do that?
I could imagine. Yeah, exactly.
He just
You're
pulls
being,
images off
you're
your
being
Facebook.
high and
Case in
judgmental.
point.
I don't even know if I friend requested you or you friend requested me.
Who
So how
knows?
dare you.
Who knows?
All right. Here's what people said. Number one was your mom. That was the one thing I wish they would have done.
Nice.
That's good.
Number two was going to film school. You don't need to go to film school. Just
No,
start
you
making
don't
it.
need to do that.
Just do
make
it.
a movie.
You can do that
Yeah.
right now.
Take business classes and then make a movie.
Number three
Your
was
dick.
Smith's one good
stoop
advice.
to your mom, which I believe means have sex with your mom.
All right, well, that's the clear winner.
That's how huge Stupel.
Number four was
That's your mom.
not falling out of a tree and crippled myself. I'm very
Oh,
sorry
John.
to hear that.
Oh, man.
John.
Well, that's okay. You know, things happen in life.
Yeah.
The one thing you can rest on is that at least your brother didn't break your arm. And that's what we can all go back to.
I'm gonna break your fucking arm again, Chris. Snap that fucking thing.
Oh, man.
Was it an Indian burn that you did? I know that's extremely racist.
No, I kicked him.
No, he kicked me and broke my arm.
He wanted to fly.
Wow.
I laid on the
So
ground.
you-
He sat on my
Wow.
feet. He went flying like 10 feet in the air and fell on his arm.
So dark.
Wow.
So you didn't kick him in the arm and break it.
No,
Gotcha.
I made him fly.
So it was mutual.
I mean, you were trying to be helpful.
Yeah.
he only did what he asked.
I would probably wish I had interacted with the BMN crew in the comments or whatever because I love this podcast, but I'm too scaredy cat. Dude,
Don't
just,
Do
Just
it.
interact.
Yeah,
We
it's
say
How do
nice.
you
this
think I
stupid
got where
shit
I am?
all the time.
Yeah.
just join the Slack, get on there, and just start talking.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
we
The
talk
Slack is a
about
good
all
intro.
Everyone's nice.
The Slack's a good intro.
Nobody's going to judge you. We're all a bunch of weirdos. I
Yep.
know
That's
it's
right.
scary. I know it's weird to start talking. Just do it. That's how you grow as a person. That's how you meet more people. That's how you enrich your life. You just got to put yourself out there sometimes.
Come on strong and you say hi real loud.
Because no matter what you do, no matter what you say, somebody out there is going to make some mean comment about you, hate you for no reason. That's
It
just
sounds like a Taylor Swift song.
believe you.
No matter
Believe you
what
me.
you do, no matter what you say.
And so just
Ah,
put it out there
Swifties.
anyways, because you can't please everyone. Just try and,
Swifties are gonna
but it
save
will make your
democracy.
life better. So that's all I have to say.
That's good, Chris.
Yeah. Now, what's the one thing I wish I would do when I'm on my deathbed? I don't know. I don't think I got anything.
Hmm?
I would probably be like, should have saved more for retirement so I wouldn't be in such a shitty deathbed right now. But I'll be like it'll be a post-apocalypse by then. I'll be on the mattress.
That's
and,
true.
like, some
I mean,
hobbled,
retirement is a
Instead of
Tuna
like,
and a hot RV.
I've been like, if I would have done this, I would have saved. It could have been an Elysium, and they could have cured all of this bone cancer I got, or whatever the fuck I got now.
All the
But it's okay.
microplastics.
All these
Right.
microplastics.
From the toothpaste.
Yeah. So, AJ, what are you voting for? Your mom? AJ.
Oh, God.
What am I voting for?
Yeah. What
Didn't
what
we
thing
already say it?
You wish you would have done? Was it AJ?
Yeah, I already
Yeah,
did like a joking thing.
he
I started
started.
it.
An actual podcast, yeah.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
He said
Oh,
an
okay.
actual
All right.
podcast. That's right.
All right.
But
Are
you
we ready
also
to move
alluded
on?
to his mom. All
Yeah.
right.
All right.
do it.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Here you
No
go.
consensus
JD.
here.
You ready?
For when you are on your deathbed, what is the one thing you wish you would have done?
Very good. AJ's mom. I love that. All right. What do we have left, guys?
Best and
We've
worst.
got Patreon of the
And
year.
Patreon of the year.
Patreon of the
Who
year.
should be the host?
The new host.
New host, Patreon of the year, best and worst. Okay, what do you guys want to do?
Host.
Okay, who's the new host? AJ.
No comment.
Abstain. I know
Aaron,
vote.
who's the new host?
I don't think we need to replace you, dude. You, like I said, you're the glue that keeps us together. You got to host this, and AJ does a great job filling in when you're not able to.
Rebecca, who's the new host?
Status quo. Keep it going.
Lindsay.
Yeah, keep it the same.
My vote's Spiv. I want it to be as awkward as
We'll never have a show because he doesn't
Podcast
show up.
lasts 4 fucking hours.
We did. Just go back and watch the Dial Help episode.
Oh my
little
god,
plot.
yes.
Viv and I co-hosted, and it was such a train wreck.
God, it was a
But we
shit
had,
show.
It was really long. I
it was
remember.
a good.
Yeah,
it was a
it took
I
good
remember
version.
listening
forever.
back. It was like 2
I kept,
hours.
like,
The movie was
I was
guys.
checking her watch like every 5 minutes.
I remember listening to it in the
Have to
car.
be
I was like, "Oh my
class in the
god!"
morning.
She's snoring halfway through it.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
soon
dude.
as we got off live, she was gone.
Yeah. I hate you
I
all.
thought I was bad with dial help. I thought I kept you all for on too long.
No, you
Oh,
did
no.
too. You participated in
thanks.
it.
It was a group
All
effort.
participated equally.
Yeah. We needed a producer to rein us in a little bit on that one.
I tried.
Chris
I
does
tried.
that.
All right, so the ballots responses are who should be the new host. The number one is your mom. I assume that's AJ's mom. Riss Krupert is the second one. AJ is the third one. AJ.
Oh,
there you go.
AJ.
There you
Wow,
go.
really?
Oh.
I don't know.
Number 4 is I'd say Aaron, but he disbanded the podcast. Chris for Overlord forever. And the last one is Chris is a good host despite his occasional negativity. Smith would be the best replacement, but his mic volume is always so damn low he can hardly even show up, and he hardly even shows up. That's pretty good. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I like that. All right. Well, I guess
Do the
I'll stay
bumper.
host.
You keep it up.
Yep.
Do the bumper though. I
Let's
got
do the
something
bumper.
for you. This is a Christocracy!
I think he puts the dick in dictatorship.
All right. All right. What do we got yet? What's left?
Best and worst.
Best and worst.
And
Best
Patreon.
Oh,
All right. So
Patreon.
let's
Oh, that's
do.
easy.
Patreon.
Let's
That's
do worst movie of the year.
Worst movie of the year, Patreon, best movie of the year.
All right.
Sounds
worst
good.
Movie of the year. AJ, what's worst movie of the year?
All right, my 3 picks. In no specific order. I have Witchcraft 11 Sisters in Blood, which was awful. The Apple, which was equally as awful. And of course, the one Ian made us watch, Jurassic Thunder, my number 1 spot.
What?
Oh, wow.
Jurassic Thunder's a blast.
Christ.
Come on now.
So was the Apple.
Yeah.
That
Well,
was
these are
at
my
least
picks.
interesting.
These are
Yeah,
my
it's
picks.
different.
All right. There
It was hard to pick
Well,
the
you're
worst
wrong.
movie. It was
You're
hard to pick
wrong.
the worst movie.
You're wrong. 'Cause
True.
Jurassic Thunder is pretty good, but it's okay. Aaron, what'd you pick?
For worst, I have Sinbad because that was just.
yeah.
I mean, I know Sean likes it, and I kind of get why, but at the same time, it just didn't do it for me. Air Force 2, 1.
What?
Air Force
Are you
1,
kidding me?
2.
That's my
Which
best
was
movie.
so disappointing.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So good.
Exactly.
Where they crash land on the island.
And you know,
Fucking
I'm
awesome.
looking at the list again, and there's so many on here that I didn't like, but at the same time, they're pretty damn good, really. The only other one I had was where is it? Mean Guns, because it just was really disappointing
Yeah, that was
for a
disappointing.
peon movie.
Okay.
It was
It
hard
wasn't
to
the
pick a
worst, but it was
movie,
just
man.
disappointing.
I had a hard time picking worst
This is
movies.
fucking crazy, but okay, let's keep going. Rebecca, what'd you?
I had Six String Samurai and Air Force 2.
Six String Samurai is alright. Just wasn't my
Wow.
flavor.
It was unique. I'll give it that.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at our recommendations, and that was one that we all said no.
Yeah.
A lot of it was just that
That's
kid.
fair.
A lot of people love that movie, though.
I love the style of it though.
Yeah, it
exactly.
has lots of
It has
Yeah.
such- and the beginning
It's
of
a
it
fun
set
idea.
it up to be so cool, and then it just didn't deliver.
Yeah,
I
the
hate
end
the
was.
style
I think
of it.
that's
It was
the
bummy
biggest
out.
thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it just,
it didn't
it
deliver
could
on the
have
end.
been,
Yeah.
it had
I think it's-
potential.
honestly, it's just the little kid. Take away the little kid and then make the
Oh my god.
make the journey a little bigger, and I think it'd be really cool. I like the style too.
Counterpoint to all that. I hate the style because I
Why?
hate rockabilly, but I do appreciate that it had style.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's definitely
I
one of the
get
more
it, I just
unique
thought for
feeling
me, yeah.
movies. Yeah.
Okay, Lindsay.
Yeah, there were a couple this year that just did not stick with me at all on any level, and I think that's the worst sin a movie could make. I didn't like. It was it Raptor World? What the hell was that one called?
Oh, that was pretty
Raptor
bad.
Planet?
Yeah.
Raptor Planet.
That was
He's
alright.
a hero.
Planet. He's our hero.
That's okay.
And I didn't. Jurassic Thunder didn't really stick with me all that much either.
Oh, yes.
But I at least remembered it a little bit more than the Raptor one.
There's a lot of effort put
But-
into that logo.
Dinosaurs.
Done. my vote for worst though is Air Force 2. Because,
Oh, come on,
God.
people.
Yeah.
dude, it was bad.
There
Look
it
at that
is.
CG
It was
plane
so-
crashing in the water.
It was
But it's
terrible.
called Air Force 2. We wanted to watch a plane movie, but the plane was gone in the first 3 minutes of
Well,
the
you should have.
fucking movie.
You should have kept the plane wheel alive because there are a lot of good movies on
Fucking
there.
people
That's all
and
I'm
these
gonna say.
goddamn planes. It's crazy how obsessed
Yeah.
people are with planes.
Obsessed.
Yeah, and that's
It's
how they
in the
sold
air.
it to us.
I'm so
But it
my
was
mind is
it was
blown.
such it was so generic, stereotypical action movie, which can be fun and dumb sometimes. But it was so just predictable, lame. All
Wow.
the
I am
the-
disappointed.
the CGI bullets and stuff. But I just didn't enjoy it.
Okay, three things. One, predictable lame action movie is usually what wins for movie of the year. A la Air Force Panic.
Ticker? Am I hearing Ticker?
A la
But they-
every fucking movie of the fucking year.
But there's other things that elevate it. Yes, it's the same old story action movie, but there's certain things like bad acting, bad fight choreography, things like that elevate that. This was just so vanilla.
All right.
So vanilla.
Well, I guess we're going to be arguing and best movie of the year comes around. But
Okay, two things. Two more things. In a year this bad, where we have movies like Dead Sushi, this was
But again, that has
Awesome.
style.
I had so
that's
much
like
fun
Six String.
fun
That's like
with
Six String
that.
Samurai.
that was like a drill to my brain. I hated every movie.
That's no different than my viewing experience of Jurassic Thunder. It's the same thing.
It has style though. It's just not my
So
thing.
does Dead Sushi, yeah.
Right.
But none of that even comes close to this god awful movie we watched called The Apple. Oh my god, that was the worst experience
Boo.
of my fucking life. That movie
Come
was
on.
so awful.
It was
How
so
dare
good.
you.
It was so interesting.
All right,
They were doing something interesting.
So I
So
hear a
different
lot
than what
of-
we usually watch.
It's Bim.
So it
It's
seems like
Bim.
it seems pretty sad, but Air Force 2 wins.
It doesn't win. We're not done
Yeah.
yet. We're not
But
done
Chris,
here.
we're
sir.
done.
We need the
He's
votes
been
from
on.
the.
Yeah, what does the people
What's the
say?
ballot
Well, they all
say?
said the apple is what they said.
I think the first
No,
time
they
ever we're going to have
didn't.
Air Force
Alright,
2
fine.
for worst and best.
All right, hold on. Oh, actually, we didn't ask them what the worst movie of the year.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right.
That was an add-on.
Yeah, we did not.
Come on.
All right,
Comment.
People in the
if you're
comments.
watching live, please comment.
Sean,
what is
Paul,
the worst
Lily,
movie?
What was the worst one?
Comment. What
Put
is
it
the
in the
worst movie of the year?
comments.
He said Air Force. he said
Oh,
Air
Chris
Force
is a
2.
big baby. That one
Air Force
wins.
2
There
for
it
worst
is.
from Paul
Boom.
Lilienthal.
No. Paul doesn't
So
count.
bad.
Paul is
Yep.
such a shill.
Paul
for
gets 2
airplanes.
votes.
No. Paul is a shill for
The
airplanes.
villain did suck. He was terrible. He didn't do anything.
Yep.
There you go. There you go.
Are you,
No,
Air
no,
Force
are you
2
really
wins.
defending Air Force 2, Chris?
Yeah, I liked the main guy in that movie.
Shut the
Okay.
fuck up.
No.
Shut the fuck
Hear me
up.
out. Hear
Okay,
me out.
wait.
Get
I want to
the
go
fuck
back
off
one
the
question.
show.
I want to go back a question. When you're on your deathbed, what is the one thing you wish you would have done? Not voted for Air Force 2.
Yeah, he would have not voted for Ticker and voted for Air Panic. That's what he would have done.
Air Force
He
2.
voted for Ticker because of you.
Yeah, I voted for Ticker just to make
Yeah.
you upset. I don't
I know. And Air Panic was the better movie.
Air Force 2, Air Force 1, 2, or whatever that one was called, was better than Air Panic.
No way. Not even close.
What? That's absurd. That's absurd. That's like saying
That is
Jurassic Park
absurd.
4 was better than the original Jurassic Park. That
That's
makes no
not like
sense.
that.
No sense.
There were so many great moments.
No, it's more like Raptor Planet versus the original Jurassic Park.
That is absurd, dude.
That
you
is
are
not
out
absurd.
of control.
I
sir.
liked the action
You are out of
sequences
control.
in Air Force 1, 2. I thought it was a fun movie.
What
I
action
liked
sequences?
You're not even saying the movie right.
If we look at the
Wandering around in the
numbers,
jungle.
Air Force 2, none of us recommended. The Apple, we were split 50-50.
Ooh.
I know I can't win on the Apple. I get it.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
like
that's
these
fair.
crazy musicals. That was the worst experience of my life. And I went through a divorce this year. It was awful. But this is not as close as the Apple was. Okay? But Air Force 1, 2 is not a bad movie. It was fine. It was fun. It was competently made. It had jungle moments and stuff.
Dude,
It was
you
shot well.
killed my airplane wheel after we watched it.
Well,
That's how
I hate
bad you
airplanes.
hated it.
I hate airplanes in general. Airplanes are dumb. I'm not impressed with the discovery of flight. Okay, I'm not. My mind. Is
Those
more
Wright
developed
brothers
than
are
yours.
full of crap.
Those Wright brothers suck my ass.
You flew Spirit Air, didn't you? That's the problem.
No, I don't know what I flew last time I flew. I think it was American. Is this really what we're gonna be stuck on?
Yeah, no, we're not
we're
stuck
voting
on it.
for
We're not
Everyone said
stuck.
Air Force
You're
2
stuck.
across the board. Everyone said it.
Let me throw something out there.
What?
Oh, this should be good.
Rocktopusy.
No.
No, that was good.
I will admit it was
Tentacle
it was
schmentacle.
not great.
Dude, the end of that movie was
No,
ridiculously
AJ
awesome.
made that a good movie.
It wasn't bad. That was a Patreon pick. That was good.
But no, Air Force 2.
Air Force 2
Boo.
wins, man.
Ooh, guys, what about Blood Harvest with Tiny Tim?
No.
We're not changing it just because you want to.
Blood Harvest is pretty.
The vote is
What was the
in.
one with the chicken man? Wasn't there one with the chicken guy? Was that
That
Blood
was-
Harvest? Or was that last
That was,
year?
that was
That
last
was
year.
That was last year.
Look,
Okay.
Luther.
I think
Force
Blood.
2.
Actually, Blood Harvest
AJ,
for me.
AJ,
Blood Harvest
you-
for me would win.
AJ, you hated Dead Sushi so much.
I
Yes,
did.
But
Not
it
as much as I
has-
hated
It
Jurassic
had
Thunder.
character.
It has character. It has style. And it's unique.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
And the
for
stunts were
movies.
great.
Not
I'm not
for
going to
me,
do that
but
to that movie.
it's not the worst.
Haven't you
There was
ever
a lot of
hated
effort that
something
went into
so
that.
much that it's
We had
like,
3
it
people recommend
surpasses
Dead
what's
Sushi.
just mediocrely bad.
All right, typical bad movie night thing of the year. You guys all pick
He's so
some
mad.
stupid plane
He's so-
bullshit.
This always ends up Chris being
It's
mad
for
at
the
end of
worst
night.
movie.
You're the worst one. Why?
Typical
you
plane
care?
bull. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Any award that's possible for a plane movie, you guys give it. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't know what you guys are like blown away anytime we see some sort of thing in air, and you're like, that's it.
Chris,
It's like
they're
some
saying they're
shiny
not
object.
blown away. They're saying that the plane movie sucked the worst because they weren't blown away.
But they're changing. They know it didn't. They know it didn't suck the worst, but they're like, well, we got to give the plane something, so that's what we're gonna do.
Oh my gosh.
Craziness. All right, here we go. You ready,
Roll the
JD?
thing, yeah. Worst movie of the year: Air Force 1, 2.
So we're on Patron of the Year. I have to say this.
Hands
Sean won last year.
Yeah.
Sean is always,
Yeah.
the most high effort patron, obviously.
Yeah.
I would nominate John Apathy. He never comments on YouTube, but he keeps the Slack alive.
That's true.
That's my vote.
We got
AJ.
quite a few that post regularly on Slack, and it's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's a
we
good
got
point.
we got John, who's just seems like a cool dude, and I know he's got some health issues, but he's always posting stuff on there, and his Christmas cards this year have been fucking
Yeah.
amazing. We have the Pfeiffer, who's always posting really good looking food and just generally insulting all of us. We've got Sean, who puts in so much effort, and we really couldn't do this show without him because he keeps track of the Patreon wheel. He does all these cool things. So I don't want to pick
David
one.
Black?
David's fucking amazing. Yeah, David comments on all sorts of stuff. Seems like a cool person.
Can we just say we have the Patreons of the year?
I think we do.
No. How dare you?
Because are you guys Patreons for other channels? Do you are you Patreon? I have a bunch that I'm a
sure they are.
Patreon for. I don't interact with any of them really. I just do it because I like what they do and throw a couple bucks at them a month. But like I feel like we actually have people that we engage with. And
John
it's
plays
just-
video games with me, man. We
Yeah,
play
exactly.
Icarus together.
Dude, nice. No,
We also have Irene.
we haven't seen her
Yes.
in a while, but
She
showed up on the last show for a little bit.
Yeah,
at
she
the
was
end.
saying that she
there for a
wanted to
little
see
while.
what the awards would go on. She wants to
There you
hear my
go.
sexy voice.
I don't know. It's hard to pick just one person.
It is very hard.
I just saying,
Everyone
I don't-
brings something
I don't think
unique.
Sean can win because he won last year. So we got to
That's fair.
I think that's
Well, then I would
fair.
nominate.
But then he went and he made an awesome video. So
Made an awesome
I
video.
know. He
Maybe
totally
we
went,
should
totally redeemed himself.
Some kind of like honorable mention or like
You
honorable
should get the
member or
lifetime
something.
Patreon award, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
somebody else can get it.
No, we can't give that to him. Once we give that to him, he's like, I'm fucking out.
Then he's out of here.
Yeah.
He never comes back. He just checks out.
Maybe we'll give that to him the end of next year.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
All right, Rebecca, who you voting for?
What about Paul Lilienthal?
What about JD Buffington? Oh wait,
I'm not
he's
a
not
Patreon.
technically a Patreon.
I'm just a fucking asshole who hangs out.
That's right. He's not an actual patron. Rebecca, who you voting for?
We still love you, Paul.
sorry, I was trying not to die.
That's right.
Um,
Oh yeah, we'll get to the ballots.
Yeah, what the ballots say? Yeah.
Well, let's
yeah,
go,
go
through
to the
people.
ballots first.
Do the ballots. Come on.
Christ.
Load the ballots.
I still feel Sean has earned it because he puts in a lot of effort.
All right.
Sean
All right,
voted
first
for
one says
Dana.
me because I recommended Dead Sushi, which everyone loved. I think that's Matt Pfeiffer. Worst movie of the year, 3-year ban. The second one says Deva. Third one says Sean because of obvious reasons. He does so many things to the show just because he's such a nice guy. Agreed. Fourth one says Sean. Duh. Sixth one says all of them.
Yeah.
Deva is a great dude. That is
Yeah,
true.
David's a great
Forgot about
person.
Deva.
So if Sean won it last year and Sean voted for Deva,
All right.
I say we give it to Deva.
That's
There
fair.
you go.
For that.
I'm fair with that's fair.
Deva, can you wield the power?
And now
Can you handle
Deva
the
will have
power?
to vote for next year's.
Yep.
That's right.
It's
That's
like
how
the
we'll do that.
miscongeniality kind of
yeah,
thing.
it's a
From
legacy.
RuPaul's Drag
Yourself.
Race. You know, it's just kind of, yeah.
All right. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
David's
do
a
it.
great person.
Dude, you know what I need to start doing is logging into this Patreon more often and adding people to the Slack.
Yeah, you think?
You know what's really funny? This is like the third time you've said that.
AJ has the power.
couple years.
Give,
No,
give
I
AJ
don't.
and
I don't have the
access.
power.
Those are the Patreons of the
I
year, the
don't have
ones
the
that
power.
have never been added.
16 notifications.
I don't have the power. first
Give it
of
to
all.
AJ and I will take care of it. We'll
Yeah.
make sure it happens. People are paying money.
Oh,
we want to make sure
no!
they're getting it.
Wait, hold on.
Did you lose some of them?
Yeah, of course we
That's
did.
why-
He's not adding people.
We lost
That's why
Mojo
Taylor
John.
Ann isn't on
We
anymore.
lost Mojo John 4 hours ago.
Oh no!
Oh man.
But
Didn't he comment on this
But-
earlier?
No,
But
he's
seven-
a good dude. Send him
7
a
hours
Mojo John's
ago, 7 hours ago, we got somebody else joined.
Yeah, are you gonna
David,
add them?
Landon,
Yeah, you're gonna.
It says joined as a free
You gotta add
member. I
them.
don't even know what a free member is, so I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Christ.
AJ,
Chris-
you have the power. I don't know what you're saying. You
He
have the
doesn't.
power.
Neither do I. Give us the access and
We
we'll
need
take
a.
care of it.
Is there a master list?
No, you just
Because you have
log into
people on here
Patreon
that aren't
creator.
patrons anymore that we don't want to add. Like,
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
all
Oh
right.
my God, we'll never figure it out.
Yeah.
Ian is
Whatever.
We'll get right on that.
Can we
I'll see you
congratulate?
again
Right
next
on
year,
that.
folks.
Let's congratulate Deva, and then we'll work on
Ian-
being better
Ian-
next year.
Ian is not a patron, Paul. Ian is,
No, he's one of us.
He's a lifetime
One
ban.
of us.
Wow.
One of us.
He was on the video show before.
He's part of the
podcast.
show for the greater good.
Ian was part of Bad Movie Night when it started.
Yeah.
With me and his videos. Life found a way. Maybe someday we'll return to those. I would love to because I love hanging out with Ian. All right. David Black. You ready?
Do it. Winner of Patreon of the year is David Black. And all the other Patreons.
We're down to one more, guys.
Best
Last
movie
one.
of the year.
AJ, just say it.
Air Force 2.
What?
Aaron, just say it.
Amsterdam.
I think.
Rebecca, just say it.
Mansquito.
I think.
Yeah!
I think Air Force 2 can win both awards this year and just take it all the way.
Get out of here with this shit. Lindsay.
All right. That wasn't serious at all.
Wait, it is bad movie night.
Can I do
so why
my
not?
Can I do my selection before you just kick me off?
Oh, you actually I thought you were
You
being
have a real
serious.
one?
You have a real
No,
one?
what the fuck? All right. I got a couple up here, all right? Because usually we do 3, right? That's what we used
Well,
to
we do
However-
one, and then
however
we.
you wanna do it, yeah.
that's fine.
Made it.
All right. One that we kind of forgot about, which I thought was really great, was what is it? Megiddo the Omega Code 2. That was pretty
Megiddo
great.
was-
And
That
that's
was
pretty
a lot of
forgettable,
fun.
but it was pretty great.
Because it
I
was
also-
early this year.
Pungo.
Yeah.
I also
Crazy
really
ass
love
movie. Pungo was cool.
Pungo Witch's Tale, which I know a lot of people didn't like.
No, Pungo was great.
And I also really love The Divine Enforcer.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
Divine Enforcer.
I
Fuck,
kind of like
forgot
Wasp
about
Woman.
Divine
I kind of
Enforcer.
like Wasp Woman. a little
Wasp
bit.
Woman was fun and
I know.
campy.
I know
and
that's
silly.
that's
Pretty
dicey,
badass. It's pretty
It was
but
badass.
it had some pretty cool costume stuff. Yeah, there you go.
Damn, Divine Enforcer.
You're
that's
really not going with Mansquito though?
No.
It was
You
a
know
great
what
way to
he's,
start
you know
the
what
year.
he's doing to you, right, Chris?
I loved Mansquito.
I would rather have a Wasp Woman than a Mansquito.
You loved. You're just doing it out of spite.
If they fought against each other, if they had to fight,
That would be
Let's
a
be
good
honest.
matchup. Yes.
Mansquito would fall in love and just lay down on bed and just let Wasp Woman do whatever Wasp Woman was
She
going
had-
to do.
she had a
Let's be
beautiful
honest.
They were both
Beautiful.
super
Who
horny.
wouldn't?
Let's be honest. Wasp Woman would
horny,
dominate.
horny. I got it.
Horny.
What? Wasps
she's
don't
a
have
wasp.
horns, you dumbass.
Whatever. Fuck.
There's the movie, Mansquito
Neither
versus
one of
Wasp
them
Woman.
have
Chris, have you
horns.
learned nothing? They have proboscises.
Yeah.
No,
I-
only the mosquito has a proboscis. A wasp has a stinger.
Dude, you
Paul's just
loved
like,
you loved Mansquito. Are you fucking serious right now? Aaron, are you serious in 2 without Mansquito?
I liked Mansquito, but as the year went on, there was definitely better films.
That is insanity. Lindsay, you didn't even watch it. What'd you think?
Yes, I did. I watched all the movies.
She watched it in Iowa.
I did.
Iowa.
Okay,
Iowa.
what's your vote?
Idaho.
And your
What's
vote
Rebecca's? What was
Mansquito.
Rebecca's? Okay.
Really? Mansquito.
No, I had a couple that I really, really liked. I went back and watched the ones that I had missed throughout the year. So there was a couple in there that was like that I really enjoyed. I watched Mansquito. Mansquito, whatever.
Oh.
I watched it,
Shots fired.
and it was really fun. I did enjoy it. The practical effects were some of the best that we saw this year. The creature was amazing. All the blood was really, really gory. I didn't expect it to be
Just
that
say
gory.
but. Just say it. Just say it.
But I'm giving my thoughts on this movie because I wasn't on the
He's so
episode.
mad. He's so mad right now.
Unbelievable.
Chris, think
And-
happy thoughts. Come on,
Every
man.
year.
Here's the
Every
thing
year.
that
You're
should have
positive.
been added,
Positivity.
added
And,
to the show this year is that every cast member needs to watch every movie.
Oh yeah,
We tried to
That's
do
why.
that, but
That's
it
why
never
Spin
happened.
Yeah,
didn't
we
show
try.
because he only did
that
like
could
10%.
be. He had more than I did to catch up on, but it had one of my favorite kills when the one guard in the hospital gets his face
Oh, yeah.
sliced in half. That was
yeah.
pretty badass.
That was pretty great.
Another one that I really liked was Divine Enforcer, just because
Yes.
it's
It's so
across
weird and
it's
cool.
across the board straight so bad it's good. It had everything that you're
is.
looking for in a bad movie. It was
It was a
perfect for the
shitty movie.
podcast. It was great. I loved it. Warrior of Justice was great too. It had all those bad bad quality. It was
Which
it
one
was
was
a
that?
black
That's
tank top
true.
movie. It's
was
a
pretty
shitty career, that movie.
Oh, I was thinking
Yeah.
that was the other one. That was the other
The
one.
rake
Okay.
one.
yeah.
Wait, what the
it
hell?
was
What's the other one then?
Divine Enforcer
Divine
was Eric
Enforcer?
Estrada, the priest.
As the priest that kills people. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh,
Divine
okay,
Enforcer
that
was
pretty good.
awesome. Divine Enforcer was
Yeah.
amazing.
Remember those scenes in the dining room?
Right?
Yeah.
Just sitting there. Eric Estrada just sits there and reads the paper through the entire fucking movie.
Yeah, I mean that is straight up classic bad movie stuff right there.
But my pick
Oh shit.
Here we
is
go.
what I haven't
Comes.
talked about yet. It's one we haven't even mentioned yet, but I think we've talked about it or joked about it at least every other podcast, and
All
that
right.
is Escape from Cell Block 13.
Really?
Bronzy?
Yes.
I must collect $7,536.
Yes.
You like that?
It was
The
so
Bronzy?
bad and so enjoyably bad. I had so much fun watching that movie.
We had a lot of fun talking
We had
about
so
it.
much fun talking about that
Bronzy?
movie. He's a fake Charles Bronson in an action movie.
There you go. This
He
is
looks
how it should be.
exactly like him. He doesn't sound like him though.
One of my notes for that one was overall didn't enjoy it as a group.
Yeah, I think we all were depressed by the end of that.
Were we?
Oh, it was so enjoyable. It was so
I
enjoyable.
mean, I'd be
had
down
a
to watch more of
blast
his movies
watching
for
that.
sure. Don't get me wrong.
I want to watch
And
more
I mean,
Bronzy
but
too.
no,
Yeah.
it was a terrible film. But I think it had the most bad movie elements that we look for.
Wow.
Okay.
I did not.
Wow,
fucking
this is
see
an
that
upset. This is a huge
coming
upset.
anywhere on the list at all.
I hear a lot of Divine Enforcer though, which is making me
I love
happy.
the Divine Enforcer.
All right,
Divine
there you
Enforcer
go.
was amazing.
I think we got 3 of
Amazing.
those so far.
I don't
That's
remember
pretty
much
great.
about that one. I
Oh,
do
so
remember the
good.
other one though, but Warrior of
Where did you get
Justice.
3 of those from?
Oh, Aaron thought it was cool too.
What was that?
Divine Enforcer.
No, it was okay. I prefer Warrior of Justice by far though.
But without even talking to Chris, did you like Divine Enforcer more than Mansquito?
There we go.
All right, it's my turn to talk. Just want to show something right now.
All right, let's see this.
This movie is fucking awesome. And I really am pissed because this is very early in the year. We're not going to remember
Yeah.
the beauty that was the Mosquito
Oh,
Man.
we'll remember.
Yeah.
I'll write it in my notes right
4 of
now.
us will.
You
but-
say that, AJ, but these two down below will turn on us.
No. You remember
Right.
Scott at Proboscis? We watched that early in that year, and we had Proboscis talk all year long.
Yeah, but that's because that line is so good. There was no good line in
It's
this.
got a Proboscis.
Look,
All right.
I can keep going, but AJ,
Calling me out that I'm
You can
gonna
pull up-
turn.
you
I'm
can
the
pull up
only one that's
Divine-
with you.
You can pull up Divine Enforcer or Pungo Witch's Tale. It's all going to be the same thing.
For audio listeners, Chris pulled up the quote from Paul Lilienthal. AJ pretended to simp for Mansquito all year just to strike like a snake.
Yep.
No, look.
Yeah.
I said I liked Mansquito. I enjoyed Mansquito. It's a great movie, but it's definitely not my best movie of the year.
You had
I
It's
love
fine.
Mansquito. It's fucking
It's fine.
great.
It was good, yeah.
I just don't think
that
it's
was
the
like our
best
second
movie.
movie into the year, and we watched
Right.
how many movies? There's no
The special
way.
effects
No,
were cool.
no.
The Bug Zapper was cool.
I just
But
no.
ultimately, it's like a sci-fi
no.
movie with a little extra gore.
No, Aaron, I believe that you're being
Amsterdam's a
genuine.
real fucking movie.
Aaron, I believe you're being genuine in what you're saying. But
I am.
AJ is definitely doing this just to get back at me for
Yes,
No, I'm not.
he always does.
fucking are.
Dude, you
always
like
does.
Pungo Witch's Tale. You thought that was cool. And the Omega Code 2 was fucking awesome.
Omega Code 2 is no Mansquito. Get the shit out of here with that shit.
It's a different category. dude. Different
Mansquito was
category.
Well,
fucking
the tanks
top
firing
tier,
Bibles was pretty cool.
the best thing we've ever watched.
See,
How
well,
dare
no.
you?
Best thing ever.
The first problem is Chris
No.
only loves monster movies. They'll always be the first picks for him. Anything related to monsters or
Oh, is
sci-fi
this the
aliens
closest thing
is
to
always
Xenomorph
number
we've
one.
covered?
Always. That's why it's number one for him.
Ah,
Is this year's Dark Lurking?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, right? Obviously. If there was a guy in a
but
rubber suit, it'd be number one.
Mansquito
That'd be
was
Planet
fucking
Raptor.
really fun.
Planet
It was the
Raptor.
last
It's
one I
fun.
watched, and I watched it today, and I did have a lot of fun
Yeah,
watching
no
it.
one's- no
that
one's
whole hospital
saying it's not
sequence
great.
is so bloody and brutal and fun. You get the SWAT team coming in there, and there's just fucking blood everywhere.
what was
and
your pick for
pieces
best
of people.
Amsterdam. It's a real goddamn film.
All right, so it's a 2 of the 2 then. We have
It was a Amsterdam. You just
2
pulled that
Divine
out right now.
Enforcers and 2
No, I said that.
from
right
Mosquito.
away.
Did you? Did you say that right away?
Yeah.
That was my first thing. Was
What did
Amsterdam.
what
Yeah,
did
what
the
did
ballot
patrons
say?
Let's go through the ballots.
Ooh,
All right, the first
don't
one is
disappoint us,
nonsense.
everybody.
The first one is complete nonsense.
right, let's hear
Showgirls,
it.
Dead Sushi,
What?
Divine
Ian
Enforcer.
voted for that shit.
Divine Enforcer, I hear one.
Ian voted for that shit.
For Dead Sushi? Yeah, he
probably.
did.
Of course.
All right. Second
That's
one was Warrior of Justice.
It's good.
Third one
It was a shitty vote.
Third one was Megiddo.
Okay.
Megiddo.
It was a cool film,
Oh,
but it's
man.
not. I don't know.
Everybody, listen to this. Fourth one, Mansquito.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Fifth one was Dead Sushi.
What the heck?
These people.
Sixth one
Okay.
was Anthropophagus.
That was a great
That's only
movie.
because you can't pronounce it. That's what everybody
That's
wants
a
to
great
know.
movie. I want to see the sequel.
And all I remember from that
was-
is Chris
I
not
do
pronouncing it
want to see
right, and the head in the bucket.
Missy.
Two things. One, I'm pretty sure I pronounced it right on the show.
You did, but up until we watched it, you did, and you just didn't do it again. You did it incorrectly. And there was a head in a bucket. That's about all I remember.
I think that's the new segment that we've already added to the show is just you saying the name of the movie wrong.
Is that it? Is that all the
It happens every episode.
Is that all the patrons?
Yeah, that's it. I just didn't think it was going to be like this year. I thought we were all like, we've all seen Mansquito. We all knew what it
Squeet,
was.
squeet.
Like, there was just no discussion. that
Well,
we had.
it's a tie.
Someone gets Spiv on the phone.
It's a tie. We have 2 for 2.
I need to know what Spiff says.
Phone a friend.
Can somebody text Spiff?
Sure.
Yeah, he's going to
Does anyone
respond
have
at
his phone
10:30.
number?
He's
Not
going to
awake.
respond to a text
Aaron-
at 10:30 at night.
He's not gonna respond. But just text him and say, "What is your movie of the year? Is it Mansquito? Yes or no?"
Why couldn't
Okay.
you just send that in?
Why couldn't he just?
How many
do
texts
Minimal
he's
effort.
getting? Rebecca
Minimal
and
effort.
Aaron are both texting him right now.
I'm not. I'm going through my notes.
Dude, I remember when Spiv went back and watched Mansquito, and he was like, "This is the movie of the year." Do you remember that?
I'll tell you what.
Did
I'll
he
tell you
watch
what.
it? I don't think he watched it.
We got 2 Divine Enforcers, 2 Mansquitos. I think a good parlay would be the Wasp Woman. Middle of the road, right? The Wasp Woman. You like that?
No, the Wasp Woman. I did like. You know, I like when people wear wasps. That is the thing I like. But that movie was that movie of the year, AJ.
I'm just saying. I think that could be a middle ground.
Wasp
It could
Woman's
be our
like,
ticker
like
for
a
the year. It
worse
could be our
version of
ticker.
Mansquito, though. It's not as good as Mansquito.
John is backing up what Chris said.
Spiff said.
Oh, that's because he wants to be patron of the year for next year.
Oh, better start
They're
now,
just
right?
gonna trade it.
We're
back and
watching
forth
you,
year
Sean.
by
We
year.
we're keeping an eye on you.
Dave will come
Jeff
onto
said
the
so
live
did
stream.
AJ though. Exactly.
Oh God.
Like, I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, what's
What was-
that guy
what
from?
was
What do we got?
who
What do we got?
stabbed
What was
in the
your
back,
top 3?
JD?
What was your
I'm
top
not-
You're
3,
the-
Chris?
Yeah. Aaron, what was your top 3? Because you picked Amsterdam as your number 1, right?
Yes, Amsterdam was number 1. Mansquito was number 3. Number 2, I fucking forget which I wrote down.
Was it the Divine Enforcer?
No, I liked that one, but it's not like that good.
Well, then
me.
Mansquito wins.
See,
by default.
I would rule out. I ruled out Dick Moss. It's too good.
No, I like being a contrarian
'Cause
like
it's
AJ,
too
and
good.
I want to go
Too
with
good.
Lindsay's
Yeah.
vote of the 13th cellmate or whatever it was.
Robert Bronzy.
I think if I was, and I don't know if necessarily this is the second best movie we watched all year, especially because Dick Moss and stuff, but I would say Pungo.
Pungo was good, but no one else liked it but me and you.
Pungo was fun in a
No one
way,
liked
but
it
it was
but me and
also
you.
it was messy.
Yeah.
I would go
It was
for
really messy.
an Airplane too for best and worst picture.
Oh, God.
Dude, fucking awesome.
What about?
No.
and hear me
Worst movie
out.
ever.
Hear me out. This because we like this Halloween Party.
No, God no.
Yeah,
but it was
Halloween
fun.
Party was fun.
It
Yeah,
was
for
fun, but
best
no.
picture of the year.
I'm not voting a movie
No.
called Halloween Party.
No.
What the? That's the worst title. Can we
Was
all agree that
Bloodfart-
wins for worst title?
Was Blood Fart Lake last year?
Oh my
Yeah.
That was that was a
Oh,
couple years
okay.
ago.
Remember when AJ watched the wrong Blood Fart Lake?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Watch
fucking
the
awful.
sequel.
I was so mad.
The real one wasn't good.
Well,
I
there's
got no
always,
answer from Spiv.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right,
I
wait.
think
So
Busy
AJ,
lounging
what
on
is-
his couch.
wait. Let's just see where we're at. AJ, where are you at?
I think you already won because we had 2 for 2, and then Aaron's third pick was Mansquito, so that made sense to Mansquito default to winner.
Mansquito.
Because I was
That's not how
Divine
this works. We don't
Enforcer,
just default
Lindsay
to
was
winner.
Divine Enforcer, Rebecca was Mansquito, you were Mansquito, 2 for 2, and then Aaron was in the middle. And his third pick was Mansquito, so it made sense
Well, and
that
also
Mansquito would sweep.
it has two people's number ones.
Yeah,
It's the only one
I'm
that
fine
has
with
two
that.
people's
Like,
number ones.
I thought
Yeah.
Mansquito was a fun
was a
movie.
great-
Both
it
of
was
Paul
really fun.
Lilienthal's parents loved it. So
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
get
That
to
decides
vote.
it right there. Then
Oh,
They don't get to vote.
Well, clearly,
I
know
think they
more
get
than
the
us.
vote.
Hey, if you can get
Did they
your
pay that
parents
dollar
to get
for-
in on a bad movie,
We're
I'm
gonna
fine
get
with
parents
that.
as Patreons
I'm
just to
fine
win.
with Mansquito.
And
You
I
know
really
why
am.
you're fine with it, AJ? You know why you're fine with it? Because you know it's the true number one. This
Well,
whole-
in that case, then I
it's
want
not the
Air
best
Force
movie.
too. I take it all back because Chris is being a jerk now. Air
But-
Force 2. That's what I want.
But I'd say
you
like
don't.
on a bad
literally voted
movie
on the
level,
worst
bad
year.
movie level, Divine Enforcer beats it.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
hands
yeah.
down, hands down.
Hands
As a
down.
bad
That's why it's my
movie,
number one
yes.
in there.
And that we're the Bad
All right.
Movie Night podcast.
So if it's bad movie night, we should probably remove Dick Moss.
makes
Then is
sense.
what you're saying. All of Dick
Sean's
Moss
mom likes
movies.
Deathlock 13, though.
Well, let me call my uncle and see what he likes. Okay.
That's because he paid her $7,532 for her vote.
I would be fine.
Mansquito is still a bad movie.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
a, it's
it
just
is
a
on bad
stupid
movie
nonsense
level,
monster
yeah.
movie.
It's a sci-fi level movie. Though.
It's
That's my
not
problem.
Divine Enforcer level bad movie though.
No, nowhere near it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
there you go.
the only thing that I didn't care for in Mansquito was
Squeedo.
I got bored. I would get bored when the monster wasn't there. I would get
Dude,
bored when the monster
Do you
wasn't.
remember that
They
fight scene
love
in
to,
the
like,
backyard? That
Nine
fight
Inch
scene in the
Nails or something.
backyard when he's dressed up in full like father attire and he's kicking up those teenagers and
Father
kicking them
attire.
and shit. That was fucking
Kicks
badass.
ass for the Lord.
That was
oh, okay,
badass.
wait, no, a Catholic priest.
Come
Is that
on.
what we're saying?
yeah,
It doesn't,
not like
it doesn't
a dad.
have a rake fight. Mansquito doesn't have a rake fight.
Oh my god, the rake fight! I forgot about the rake fight. That was
There's
pretty,
a dad
What are you
that
going
was
to do with
pretty
that
great.
rake?
That was pretty
So, where are we now? We're all over the place. I don't think we've
Oh, man,
moved the
Speedo.
needle.
I'm kind of up
one
for
way or
Warrior
the
of Justice now because it's fucking
other.
cool.
Jesus
The
Christ.
rake scene. I mean, come on.
Oh,
I do hear and appreciate the Divine Enforcer stuff, and I'm almost on board with that. But when we watched Mansquito, we were all blown away by it, AJ included, and we're like, "This is it. This is the movie of the year. There's no going back."
it was the second movie in
With the
dude.
smallest
It was
cast
like the
of
second
the
week or
show.
something.
And,
And that's
after we'd
exactly what
watched
Chris said.
some
It was
awful
after
things.
Sinbad. Of course, we fucking liked it.
Yeah.
Anything after Sinbad, we'd fucking
Exactly.
like. Anything.
And that's why Sean lost Patreon of the Year.
if Witchcraft followed it, it'd be movie of the year. Like, let's be honest.
You said in that episode that it is the movie of the year. You said it, AJ.
that was way back then, though. We hadn't seen
Your
the rest of the
lips
movies.
Spoke those.
You
words.
swore a pact.
What do you want from me? What do you want from me? You want me to lie and tell you that I think
at
that's
this
the
point,
best
I
movie of
don't.
the
I
year
don't want
now?
anything from you anymore. I don't even know who you are.
Jesus Christ.
So what are we going?
Fucking monster movie is the best movie of the year.
Mansquito or
It's a
Divine
joke.
Enforcer? Mansquito or
Joke.
Divine Enforcer? All right,
Neither.
I'm gonna vote. I say Mansquito. What do you say, AJ?
Divine Enforcer.
Aaron,
Amsterdam.
Rebecca,
Mansquito.
Lindsay.
Divine Enforcer.
Oh, shit.
2 for both. What would Spiv say?
You
If
would
he-
say Mansquito, but
If he could text, if he knew how to use a text, how to use a cell phone, maybe we'd know.
Well, Sean said that Spiv would agree with Mansquito.
It's true.
But he's basically 12.
I mean, does he even count as a member anymore? He doesn't even show up. Like, are we even counting his votes? He
He's
saw
special guest.
10% of the films this year. He
He's on as
saw
many
less than there
episodes as
was.
I am.
Mansquito.
Yeah. I don't even consider him an official member. He's just like a guest that sometimes shows up.
Spiv is guest at this point. He's relegated to guest.
And Divine
Yeah.
Enforcer
What was
had
the
Eric
Patreon?
Estrada in it.
I know, and he's terrible, but he's funny.
What
What
do
was
I
the
get?
Patreon
What do I get if I
tally?
change to Divine Enforcer? Like, what do I get out of this?
I'm not picking
What
Divine
do you
Enforcer.
get?
Yeah,
No.
What do you want?
No.
I don't know. I just know the next year is going to happen, and at some point I'm going to get
Well,
screwed over
we
again.
can all agree at least it's not Ticker this year, right?
Listen,
That's
those-
something.
We didn't watch Ticker this year.
Noble gentlemen. And
Yeah, but it could have been another Steven Seagal
I'm
garbage
done
film.
with this. I'm done with this. I'm too nice. It's fucking Mansquito. That's what I'm going with. I'm not even hearing
Roll it.
anything else.
Fucking roll it.
Mansquito.
No.
Anybody?
What? That doesn't work. How does that work?
You're not
Aaron has
above
to-
the law.
Aaron has to decide. Aaron, you're the tiebreaker. You have to pick.
Chris Tater Chef. I don't care
What am I picking between Mansquito and what?
And
Divine Enforcer.
Mansquito by far.
Well, then
Eric,
that's what I said.
Eric Estrada
Then we're
versus,
done.
versus fucking
was the-
Mansquito.
I said that
you were
there it is.
insane.
This nonsense.
You were absolutely insane if you think Divine Enforcer, which I totally forgot, other
There it
than there's
is.
a dining room scene with Eric Estrada pretending to not even be interested in the film.
There it
Or
is.
reading a newspaper versus a
There it is.
Mansquito. He
There it
dies
is.
by a bug zapper.
Why did
There
we
it
just have this
is.
whole fight for 15 minutes?
Yeah, why did you just?
Because it's not
waste
the
our
best
time?
That could be
movie.
in bed by
Amsterdam
now.
is way
Yeah.
better.
That's,
Amsterdam
that's
is
a real
better.
movie.
But that's not on the. That's off. That's
Yeah.
those
Why is
two.
that off?
It's too good.
What did he just bring up?
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
That's the
Fuck
by
are
far
you
the best
talking
movie.
about? We're
By
way
far.
past Amsterdam. That doesn't even count.
What?
The
Yeah, we're
question
down to
was-
those two.
All right,
Divine
Mansquito's
How did
it.
those two?
Mansquito
Let's roll the bumper.
wins.
Let's roll it.
Here we go, JD. You
Mansquito.
ready?
Do it.
You ready?
Winner of the movie of the year for 2023 Bad Movie Night Awards, Mansquito.
If there's a Skeeter on your Peter, Chris will beat it off as long as you vote for it.
You know that's right.
Don't worry, everyone. The true Bad Movie Night fans.
Oh,
know
Spin
Divine
says, I think
Enforcer-
Amsterdam.
Oh, shit.
Fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Too late. Too late.
Yeah, too late.
No.
He's not a member anymore.
already-
He's out. He's out.
You have to
You're too
respond
close,
in a
you're too
timely
close.
manner.
Too
He
late.
says, I think Amsterdam. Hold on.
Ask him as man. Ask him
No.
Mansquito versus Divine Enforcer, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Is he
Can you
gonna
see it?
respond?
That could be
It
anyone.
was
That could be
too
Aaron,
late.
ask him if you like Divine
You're
Enforcer.
just revealing personal
Spiv.
information at this point.
Biv. And I said, what is your favorite movie of the year? And he says, I think Amsterdam.
Okay, so 2 votes.
Okay,
for
but now
Amsterdam,
we
2
already
votes
narrowed
for
it down.
Mansquito, and
Yeah,
2 votes
yeah,
for
that-
Divine Enforcer.
Roll that fucking footage.
That's it. That's it.
No, it's in.
Too
The ballots
late.
have been
It's
cast.
not too late.
There's no revotes, Aaron. We've learned one
There
thing.
is
Yeah.
revotes. As many
He missed the
fucking
deadline.
revotes
He wasn't
as
registered.
Supreme
Supreme
Court
Aaron.
says no.
He
No.
wasn't registered.
There are as many as we
After the
want.
buzzer.
This
Yeah.
is
There's
some
no
Storm of
buzzer.
Capital energy.
There's
you
no
guys.
It
buzzer
has already
here.
been
It literally came
announced.
after I announced.
There is no damn buzzer here, okay? Okay? And this year we announce Amsterdam as the other.
All right, he's done. He is cut off. That's it. All right, that's it, guys. We did it.
We made it.
Another year.
God.
Dexter will be
Another
great.
year. On to year 8, guys. That was the 2023 Bad Movie Night Award.
Oh my god! No, wait, hold on. He says, but I would say Mass is too good. Best non-Mass is Mansquito.
Thank
There we
you.
go.
All right, thank you.
There we
There we
go.
go.
Thank
I feel better now.
All right, good. Thank God. All right, AJ,
You're yelling.
you were very much yelling.
You said put energy into this shit.
Got the energy.
All right, that's it. We survived the 2023 Bad Movie Night Awards. Movie of the Year, Mansquito. I don't remember what last year was. Do you guys remember what it was?
For what?
Last year,
Yeah, what was the movie of the year?
Uncaged.
Yeah, Uncaged. I
Best
think.
Dick
movie?
Moss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Dick
was
Moss.
Dick Moss won best.
That was
picture
a
last year.
heated argument
Was
last
it?
year too.
Was it?
We don't track
Because not
them anymore.
everybody watched everything,
Yeah.
and so some people said things that
It won by default.
it
Yeah.
won by default.
That was awful. What a disappointment last year was.
What? Shut
On
up.
to
Let it go.
2024.
Let it go,
Or
AJ.
just a play bit.
Positivity. Let it go.
AJ, we're all positive this year.
I'm telling you now, the
2024.
plane wheel's coming back. All right, that's all I gotta say.
You can bring it back. I want the religious wheel. We'll see where we end up.
Religious wheel.
Guys, that's gonna do it for the 2023 Bad Movie Night Awards. If you stuck around this long, we love you.
How the fuck did this
JD?
take 2 hours and 15 minutes to go through a
Ooh.
quarter of the questions we normally do?
Yeah, for real.
Exactly.
So,
Well, because usually
How?
we do it in 2 nights.
I know, but we normally have like 20 categories.
Yeah, but we're a little bit more focused. We had free reign here. JD, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, was it?
It was fun, JD.
Thank you.
Yeah, Despiser, man.
Despiser, that's right.
I just want a little baby.
My new book, which is actually about my life, 41, an autobiography, is coming out on May 12th of 2024. That is both my mother's birthday and Mother's Day. It'll be a Sunday. The book is about my life and growing up with my mom and coming to terms with bipolar disorder in, early 20th and 21st century, or late 20th and early 21st century. So that's coming out May 12th from Anucci Press.
That's awesome.
Dude,
Thank
nice.
May 15th.
That's exciting,
Congrats.
man. Congrats.
May 12th.
Seriously.
May 12th. Okay.
That had to be a tough one to write, I'm sure.
It was. It was a life-changing experience writing about my own life, having to come to terms with past experiences.
Yeah. Based on some of the stuff you've told us before, that sounds like it would be. Yeah. Is it therapeutic for you to do
It
that?
was. It really was. I in the writing, I had kind of different name calling for my mom, which will, sort of, I called her by her name, and then I called her mother, and then I called her mom. But through the writing, I kind of came to terms with the feelings that I had about my mom, and I now refer to her as mom, which
That's cool.
it means that I kind of came to terms with my relationship with her in the writing of it.
Brings you some peace.
Yes, it did.
That's pretty
So,
cool.
not to bring it out on a sour note, 2023
No, that's a
Bad
good
Movie
thing.
Night
That's a good
Awards,
thing.
Mansquito is our big winner of the night. Chris, do you want to take us out?
We'll be back next week, guys.
What are we watching?
What are we watching? Witchcraft 15.
We can do
Boom, let's do it. I'm going to be
There you
positive.
go.
We're going to do it.
Yeah, Aaron's
I'll probably
in.
die.
All right, Witchcraft 15 is what we are watching next week.
Yes.
Witchcraft 15 is called Blood Rose. It is available on Prime Video and Tubi. Check it out. That's what we're doing next week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting the show. bad-movie-night.com, sorry. And patreon.com/badmovienight show if you want to support the show. Paul, we will get the Skeleton Man in 2024. I promise you that. All right, guys. We'll catch you here next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.